Anyways, Daniel.
Yep.
So we were with each other yesterday, which is rare. We don't usually hang out on weekends.
No.
And it was so nice to see you. And we decided to both bring our lovely significant others out to a nice little event over at Crypto.com Arena, which I actually just recently started calling Crypto, even though it was Staples for years and years and years after it was like done being Crypto. But
I've never heard anyone say Crypto.com.
Crypto.com Arena, downtown Los Angeles, because me and Danny were at AEW Revolution.
I also forgot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't know, there was some other Volution in my mind that I was thinking of. But we went to a wrestling event, and the only wrestling event I've ever been to, I was in. And this is my first time ever seeing live wrestling. Now, I've watched, because your mother is incredible at taking hostages.
Yeah.
I've watched wrestling before. Only really ever with your mother, because she's like, hey, you know Netflix has Dynamite Raw or something?
right.
And I'm like, oh, I'm about to, aren't I? And she's like, 100% sit down. We're talking. And so we went and saw an AEW event because our incredible friend, Trevor Ricochet, is over in the AEW, and he's the best. He was in the 0 Hour match. He brought us into the pay-per-view. Fantastic match against Wildman, I believe, was how his match ended. It was like a battle between the two of them.
Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy, that's what it was. Jungle Boy, the lost fucking Thornberry. The grown-up Thorn. What was the feral child?
I have no idea, but I do know what you're talking about.
Whatever the feral. Literally,
Yeah.
that one grew up to be Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
And so we saw that 0 Hour match, was incredible. Did not realize, I guess it makes sense because it was a pay-per-view, but man, does AEW hook you up if you buy an event. Because that was a long event.
Yeah, holy shit. It was like 10 matches, not including, because I looked it up because we were there at like hour 4, and I was like, how much of this could there possibly be?
I was like, it starts at 4. There's no way it goes beyond 8 p.m.
It ended at like 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it was from like 4 to 10:30.
I mean, talk about value.
Yeah. I was listening to a podcast today called Wrestle Talk.
Nice.
It was the podcast my mom and I listened to after WWE or after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
She makes me go to WrestleMania every year now.
Yes. He made the mistake of buying her WrestleMania tickets.
I've never been less excited for it than I am right now, because this was so much better than anything I've ever seen WWE do.
Electric.
It was unbelievable, but I was listening to Wrestle Talk, and they were like, shout out Wrestle Talk, couple of Brits.
Yeah.
Funny Brits.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wrestling is the inherently American sport, and I cannot believe the British are into it. I guess the European mind can comprehend it.
Yeah, a couple of real funny Brits. But they were saying that a lot of people were upset at the length, so it isn't usually this long.
Wild.
It'd be crazy.
People wanted less wrestling.
People,
I buy a pay-per-view for $60. I'm just getting a per minute cost here the longer it goes.
That's fair.
That being said, that means it does end at like 1:30
on the East
a.m.
Coast.
on the East Coast. Yeah.
That does suck on a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
That sucks. And then also I will say, a great wrestling match is like unlike anything you've ever seen in your life.
It's awesome.
And a bad wrestling match is like boring as hell.
Dude, I like pull out your phone and scroll Twitch or like TikTok or something while you are literally watching two highly paid professionals beat the shit out of each other. And it is, dude, wrestling's crazy because it gets quiet when it's bad.
It's tough.
Dude,
it's really tough.
It gets
and then they'll go like this and no one does anything.
Dude, there was a couple of stinkers yesterday. There was like 4 or so girl matches, and unfortunately, just like the way that it inherently seems to go is that girl matches just don't get the same pop that a lot of like guy matches get, and it's because they don't have like the big 3v3s, which I think are the best. That's the best format. It's like 3v3s because there's always constant action. There's like 2 people are resting so they can get ready for power moves down the line, kind of thing. Like one-on-one bouts are fucking worse because like it's like, oh, these two 40-year-olds are both tired,
right?
And they can't throw backflips the entire time. But there was, I think it might have been Tony versus
you're talking
Tony versus the Muay Thai
Timeless
fighter.
Tony versus just your average U.S. Marine.
Yeah, your average U.S. Marine, and the whole fight is just her slapping her, and nobody likes slaps or like the elbow punches. Like people want to see power moves, and it's just quiet, dude. Before we get to the episode, I want to talk to you about today's sponsor, BetterHelp. This year, me and Danny set up to truly figure out why we make so many bad takes. And we tried talking to each other, our loved ones, but nobody had an answer for us. And thus, we decided to explore our options in therapy. And the therapy that we've been getting has told us that change does not come overnight. So if we still make some bad takes, well, just know we're working on it. See, because change comes from making small, incremental changes that turn into lifelong habits. So while we would love to never offend anybody ever again with our anime takes, these are not changes that happen overnight. And that's what the therapy that we've been getting with the help of BetterHelp has been teaching us. But we don't have to be the only people on the journey to betterment. See, BetterHelp makes it incredibly easy to get started with their platform. All you do is fill out a quick questionnaire, and then you are paired with a therapist specifically tailored to your needs. And pairing happens fast, with most happening in under 72 hours. However, if the therapist you're matched up with is not the right fit, BetterHelp not only makes it free, but also incredibly easy to swap therapists. So what are you waiting for? Join me and Danny and the 6 million other users who have already hopped on to BetterHelp by clicking the link in our description or going to betterhelp.com/OtakusAnonymous to get 10% off your first month of therapy. Back to the show.
Yeah, so it was Marina versus Tony Chopper.
Yeah, Tony Chopper, but painted silver.
Yeah, and we got someone in chat who's like, that match was fantastic. And to be fair, all I know about women's wrestling is that in the WWE, it is overtaking like the men's segments.
Well, because like their biggest faces right now are like their female wrestlers.
That's like a big.
You have Tia Trinidad, you have Rhea Ripley, like you have like
Asuka, like the Japanese wrestlers are really big there.
The female wrestlers that come out of Japan are fucking hard. They take some fucking pops.
They're
dude.
crazy.
Their axe kicks, their double axe kicks are awesome.
They're crazy. But yeah, that's the big thing with WWE is that like the women's wrestling has become like, to a lot of people, more exciting than the men's wrestling.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it's like with AEW, if it's like the same thing or if it's still like...
I think Willow's their big, like, female wrestler.
Oh, gotcha. But yeah, this was such a brutal and uncomfortable like
Dude,
20 minutes.
It's because like it might like, and the thing is like it's very different watching it live versus watching it like on screen because there's commentators that you can't hear when you're in the ring or like when you're in the stadium. Like you don't hear what they're saying to each other. Like we're not near the mics kind of thing. So all you see is the raw action of it. And like obviously if there's commentators and there's like music that's being piped and you hear that over the broadcast in the stadium, it's just like you just hear the slaps. It's like pah. And it's just like, I could have like, now mind you, me and Danny are a row back. Yeah. Like, it's like you can either sit on the
way
wood.
Up close.
Yeah, you can sit on the wood where like fucking Wayne Brady was to get pulled in, or the girls they put in the crowd to get that hot guy's number and then it was us, like one row up. So like we could have a conversation with the people in the ring very easily. So we were right on it.
Yeah, and so the match we're talking about was like this like 1920s like Betty
Starlet.
Boop. Yeah, Starlet, like Marilyn Monroe. She comes out in this like a big jacket and it's like, I did it my way. And then she went up against like a fucking street fighter, like Muay Thai
100%.
Specialist.
This woman's got, it's very funny. Her hands are wrapped, her feet are wrapped. She's barefoot. One of the only fighters I've ever seen like wrestle barefoot kind of thing. Like camo pants, like sports bra on. And her whole thing is just punching bitches.
Yeah, she just beat the piss out of the Betty Boop girl for like 10 uninterrupted minutes. And the Betty Boop girl, Tony, Timeless Tony. Is selling it really well. Like her faces are crazy.
And it's not even that she's selling it. Like she's just getting the fucking, it was a tit slap match. And she was slapping the fuck out of her tits.
Everyone in the crowd was completely silent. And everyone's like, is this like, was this scheduled? Is this just someone beating the shit out of another person?
And then we get a Willow match in the 0 hour, which was really good. Like you missed it, unfortunately. It was a fun match. She gets her shoulder injured, and then they come out and they do like Babes of whatever versus the Amazonian girls, and the match was like 6 minutes long.
It was really fast.
Yeah, it was like an instant pin, and I was like, did they tell them to wrap it up? Like how did I was like every other fight was like 35 minutes, and we got 6 minutes out of this one.
These were long fights. There were some that like
dragged.
There were some that dragged, but like. It would be funny because then towards the end, the crowd would start to get hyped because they started doing more dangerous shit. But this was like all the stuff I grew up thinking WWE was. Like when I was growing up and I was a kid, they were doing dangerous shit. They were like slamming people on thumbtacks and smashing
bed of nails.
Bed of nails and stuff. And so then when I grew up and I was like old enough to watch it, and it was all sanitized by then. I was really disappointed. This is like what I grew up hoping WWE.
There's like
was.
Attitude Era wrestling. Like people are bleeding everywhere. Like 4 or 5 people like obviously like did cuts and there's one match that like the dude was pissing blood. There's a couple of sick luchador matches. Mystico, who's old Sin Cara, is now in the AEW. His match was a lot of fun. He was not the best part of it. His teammates absolutely were.
But there were a couple moments where we both were like, I don't even know what I just saw. I just know his vertebrae is snapped in two.
Dude, they were doing like fucking like off the top rope slams onto the mat. Like not like out of the ring. Like fucking like they were doing like fucking bombs from outside. It was crazy.
They were doing insane, like really authentically dangerous shit. And it was so exciting. But the match you missed, because Nick left early.
Yes, I brought my incredible fiance, who's not a wrestling fan, and she sat there for 4 goddamn hours and was like, I have to be at work at 8 a.m. tomorrow. And I was like, that's so fair. Let's go home.
Yeah, so Nick left right before the 3-on-3 match with Darby and some other guys.
Yeah, MJF or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was Hangman versus MJF was the last one.
Yeah, that's the main event, which I didn't see. And then they hanged a guy.
Yeah.
But in this match, so there's Darby, and then there was a guy who we didn't know the name of. We all called him Dave from Sears. Because his whole wrestling fit was just no shirt, jeans, and then like Timberland boots.
Awesome.
And he just looked like a regular man. Like he wasn't that ripped. He just had like short blonde hair. Looked like a guy who got off of his shift at like the Subway.
Yeah.
But anyway, Darby is this dude. Half his face is painted like a skeleton. He holds the record
for the world's highest kickflip.
For the world's highest kickflip, which was on Mount Everest. Big skateboard dude, big daredevil. So anyway, they do this match.
I saw him get speared. That's the one clip I saw. I saw the long hair guy spear him from the outside onto the outside mat. Crazy spear.
That was crazy. The other crazy bits. So they get one of the guys brings a chain into the match.
Naturally.
And Darby's got like a choker on. And they like tie the chain around the choker and then tie Darby to like the corner of the ring.
Yeah.
And he's just like struggling there for like 5 minutes. To the point where people had to chant like, please save Darby.
Oh my God.
Because he was just out of commission for so long. But then the dude with jeans, just this regular guy, we don't know what his deal is. And it's just him and 3 opponents. And he starts like lazily slapping at them. Like he's like sapped of energy for some reason.
Yeah.
They're like, he does a slap and they like do a move on him. And then he does like a sad little slap. And then he puts one hand in his pocket. And then they start like really roughing him up. And they're like, they don't want him putting his other hand in there. And I'm like, the fuck's in his pockets?
His power.
So then they're like fucking him up. And then his teammates come in. They distract the guys. And then he gets both hands in his pockets. And then he goes fucking ballistic on them.
That.
It was crazy. His teammate kept picking him up and using him as a tool of destruction. Like throwing him at the guys.
Awesome.
It was crazy. And then towards the end, Darby, the skateboarder, like takes it up to like the stage area, like out of the ring. And he gets the dude on his hands and knees, grabs his skateboard, and then ollies onto the guy's head with the skateboard.
I imagine like that's the most high pressure fucking ollie of your life. Like I can't even imagine like, oh, like I'm in front of 12 sold out a crypto arena and I have to hit a skateboarding trick onto another guy on top of a mat. Like you're not on pavement. You're skateboarding on a fucking cushioned mat.
It's insane. And then also, I love how, like, everyone's reaction is like, whoa, like, Darby's sick. Darby is an animal. The guy who was like, yeah, you can ollie on my skull. That guy's the animal. Darby didn't do a stunt.
There's no way to produce getting a fucking truck to the forehead, dude. There's no like, oh, listen, the chair is made out of a softer metal. No, that truck is made out of iron, and there's no way to fucking eat it in a way that like doesn't actually include being hit with a skateboard.
Yeah, so AEW is awesome.
AEW's awesome. Yeah. So much fun. Bunch of really good matches. I'm trying to think about my favorite moment because, like, genuinely, like, you know what it was? It was during, I think it was the end of the Luchador match when there was like the guy with long hair, the black dude, and then there was Mystico, and I believe it's at the end of the match. One of the guys is running around, and the black dude from that 3 team kicks the guy in the back of the head, and that's the one that ends it. And both you and me, I was like, I haven't seen a rabbit kick to the back of the head that hard, maybe ever, dude.
Yeah, they kept doing like, we were joking where like our favorite moves would be like someone grabs a guy and he spins him all around his body. And you're like, I don't know what's happening. And then it ends with him just kicking him in the back of the head.
Dude, there was also there was a backbreaker.
Yeah.
Somebody like popped him up, like put their knees down and like did a crazy, I think they did a backbreaker from the top rope. Yeah. Like it was nuts, dude. It was a really good event. It was sick. Shout out to AEW for having us. Shout out to Ricochet. Still the national champion in my heart. Yeah. And yeah, dude.
Have us at every one of these. I'll fly all around the country every week.
Mind you, also, we're walking on the wood of crypto. We're allowed in the VIP area. We're in the catering room with all the wrestlers. Yeah. Like as I'm leaving, I look over, I see Mystico, who's Sin Cara. Like I see his pants and his shoes. I was like, oh, I look up, it's just him. I was like, oh fuck, I just saw Sin Cara without a mask on.
Yeah.
It was nuts. It was crazy.
Wow.
So yeah, no, have us at every AEW event. Will be AEW influencers.
I told you as I was leaving, one of the security guards was like, I was like trying to find where to get back to like the valet.
Yeah.
And
was he the one with the dog?
Huh? No.
Oh, okay.
My God.
Yeah.
The security guard was like, you trying to make your way to the ring? Are you part of the next match? And I was like, no. And I was like, I really thought about being like, yeah, but I was really afraid it would work. And then I'm just like out there, like I threw up.
Yeah, the Undertaker comes up and you're like, I thought you were WWE 7 foot. Andre the Giant comes out of the grave.
Yeah, just a dude like kicks me right in the side of the head, knocks my jaw off.
Yeah. Dude, there was this event, I think it was some like independent wrestling event. And there was supposed to be a ref bump, and the guy jumped off the top rope and just cold clocked the ref. Ooh. And then the ref goes down and starts having a seizure because he's like out kind of thing. And like everyone just keeps wrestling around him. This is like a thing that happens in like professional wrestling all the time where it's like, you don't know because people are supposed to sell, but like it's very clear like he's in the fencing position, like seizing, right. And one of the guys rolls him over and pushes him out of the way with his foot so the 3 of them can continue wrestling. Whoa. That'd be you. Yeah. Everyone would be like, wow, Danny's a great actor as he's like fucking jaws off. Yeah. Like, wow, incredible prosthetics at the AEW.
Yeah, I'm in like a Family Guy death position, like bones broken.
Just like everybody's like, that's the first documented sign of a soul leaving a body.
Yeah. But yeah, I was really close to being like, yeah,
get me in there, actually.
But he recognized me, and I don't know if he recognized us. I didn't get that far. I was sweating. But he was like, oh, I love your videos, this and that. And I was like, I love this. Have me back. Yeah. Mr. Security Man.
Yeah, it's clearly up to you.
Yeah.
It's so funny. The AEW.
Sneak me in. He's security.
Dude, the AEW security, like around the ring were the biggest dudes maybe there.
Yeah.
Dude, they were just like bowling ball human beings packed into polo shirts. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'd also be afraid of a wrestling crowd. They were having like after matches, the wrestlers would like jump in the stands and like go back. And I'm like, I wouldn't let her near them.
No, God, no.
I wouldn't let anyone near
Ronda Rousey is like fucking Doflamingo walking through the crowd. And I'm like, yeah, no, give her a gun. Mm-hmm. Give her 2 guns. But yeah, shout out to the AEW. That was fucking sick.
Cover her in poison.
100%. Well, they already have
on contact poison.
They already have the toxic spider. They can't do that. The spiders. Nice, good. Before we go any further with today's episode, I want to talk to you about the sponsor of today's episode, HelloFresh. Listen, cooking is my love language, and nothing quite hits like home cooking. And HelloFresh makes it easy and fun to do with meals that taste good and feel good night after night. See, whether it's cooking complicated, big, wide-sweeping meals for you and all your friends when you bring them over, or cooking non-complicated, easy, and quickly done meals during the weekdays to get something on the plate for you and your significant other, HelloFresh has got you covered with whatever you want to cook, as they offer 100 recipes to choose from every single week, with bigger portions than ever to satisfy everyone. And amongst those 100 plus options every week, you can find 35 high protein options, meals from all around the world, like their new Mediterranean meals, and GLP-1 friendly options. And all of their meals make you feel great with wholesome ingredients like their sustainably sourced seafood and 100% antibiotic and hormone-free chicken. On top of that, there's now 3 times the seafood options that they had previously, and HelloFresh has made a specific push to include more seasonal produce in their meals, like pears, apples, and asparagus. So what are you waiting for? Go to HelloFresh.com/Otakus10FM to get 10 free meals plus a freeze-willing knife worth $145 on your 3rd box. Offer only valid while supplies last. Free meals applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only, varies by plan. It's time to get cooking with HelloFresh. All right, should we talk about anime?
No.
Okay, fine. I'll do more wrestling. I'll give a fuck, dude.
Sure.
This was another crazy week for anime. I legitimately do not have a worst episode.
Wow.
Because I cannot think about which one of these episodes was even remotely close to bad.
Yeah, they weren't bad.
Frieren, great. Fire Force, great.
Like, it's Frieren.
Yeah, no, Frieren, fucking incredible episode. Vigilantes, incredible episode. JJK, great episode. Even Sentenced was like a fun episode. Actually, Sentenced was a very good episode. Hells, another fun episode. One Piece live actions, first 2 episodes. Fun. Invincible comes out in 2 days. I do not know where to start.
Wow, that's interesting. This was probably my least favorite episode of Sentenced to Be a Hero.
Oh, I was going to say Sentenced to Be a Hero is the
all right,
worst. I just didn't want to offend your sensibilities.
No, that's fair. And, I appreciate that.
I mean, this episode was, listen, Sentenced to me is like a real, like it fluctuates between a 7.1 and an 8.1 in terms of every episode. So if I'm like, oh, this is a bad episode, I'm like, still pretty good. And you're like, that's the best episode I've ever seen. And I was like, it was pretty good.
I think, yeah, I'm obviously hotter on Sentence than you.
Yeah.
I was disappointed.
Wait, you didn't like this episode? We get the hot younger version of Johan from Monster, and you don't like this episode?
I was disappointed he doesn't fight them because the last episode ends with him shelling the city, and we were like, oh, I can't wait for them to fight another human.
You wanted them to fight Tank.
I think his name's Rhino, right?
Rhino, that's what it is.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna fight Rhino.
Is it Tank?
Calls him Rhino.
Does he? Okay, well then yes, it's Rhino.
I think I wrote it to remember. Let me see.
But like they're building, I feel as though they're building towards that.
All I wrote is I can't believe Rhino isn't CGI.
Because it's just a gigantic suit of armor. Yeah,
it just looks great. Like animation-wise, his design's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I love him. He's sick. I like that he's a little bit nuts.
I also, you're talking about the one that they got on their side.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Rhino.
That's a different man.
Rhino's the good guy, Tank's the bad guy.
Oh, fuck. I fucked up.
Yeah, that's why. Wow, so you were scrolling your phone through this episode.
I guess. I don't know what happened.
Completely different color palettes.
I was just really confused.
You thought they just recruited the guy who was shelling the city?
Yeah, well, because Xylo at one point was like, he accuses him of shelling civilians. And he's like, well, I believe everyone
That's why he was in prison.
Yes.
Because apparently everybody who puts on that suit goes a little bit crazy, but Tank is the bad guy, Rhino's the good guy.
Right, but the last episode started with the last episode ended with them shelling the city.
Yes.
And this episode just gets over it.
Yes.
And so I was like, oh, time skip. Tank, they arrest Tank, I guess.
You're actually 100% right because they introduce Boojum, Tank, all them, the woman who has ash arm or whatever the fuck's going on there. They introduce them. They're like, this is the contingent under the human demon blight.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, by the way, the outer circle of the city is being invaded.
Yeah.
And that's just they just completely
and it doesn't dovetail into this episode at all.
No,
and I was
really
did we miss one?
Boojum does show up, but he's not an important character by any means.
Well, that's why I got tricked into being like, oh, they arrested him and now he's a good guy. And now
he's got a different color armor get up here.
He's got the good guy armor.
Yeah, which is black and red as opposed to silver and red.
All right. Well, anyway.
People are shipping Xylo and Rhino. There's a real contingent of people online that are just trying to get those two together. Saying there's sexual chemistry there. Xylo's like, you can't kill civilians. And Rhino's like,
yeah, man.
And that's a classic BL trope.
That's a classic will they won't.
Yeah, classic massacre and not massacre guy.
Yeah, Yuri on Ice, I believe, pioneered it, where he's like, I want to be the best skater there is. And he's like, here's a Glock. Go kill your mother.
I'm actually going to be watching Yuri on Ice here.
Why?
I haven't told you this yet. I'm starting a React channel. Yeah, I'm going to be reacting to anime I've never seen.
Start your channel you already are start. What happened to the car?
Car's not gonna. I can't work on it for 3 weeks.
No?
Yeah. My engine is gone.
God, you're swimming in channels.
I'm going to be. I'm doing one video a week on the reaction channel.
And it's Yuri on Ice?
No, I'm gonna be doing Cowboy Bebop, Made in Abyss, and then Yuri on Ice.
You've never seen Cowboy Bebop?
Never.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. Have fun dealing with copyright.
Oh, that's gonna be a nightmare.
That's just a thing I have to deal with weekly that you are now going to.
I'm considering the fact that we have almost the same editors, I'm sure they'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, kind of. I guess so.
Yeah, whatever trick Stank learned from you, I'm sure I can put him on. Yeah. I can put him like a fucking bloodhound on mine here.
Wow, what made you start this?
I was like, man, I'm trying to find like the next big thing, right? And I was like, fuck, like I want to do car content. Car content's fun. And then I was like, I know nothing about. Like I immediately like blew up the engine of the collector car I bought, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Right.
And so like I'm gonna do like car content as like a passion project, and if it does well, we'll go from there. But I was like, oh, what's like a not necessarily like a low effort thing, but I was like, what's a thing that I know a lot about, and also people would want to interact with? And I was like, there's a bunch of anime I haven't seen, and every person I've told I haven't seen Cowboy Bebop, they're like, what?
Yeah.
And I've done reaction shit on my other channels, but of course, like they're not reaction channels, so people are like, we don't want this.
Yeah.
And so if I just put it on another channel, it should work.
Yeah. Are you gonna move the Naruto stuff to there, or keep that on your Patreon?
I'm just gonna be like, hey, here's my Patreon for the Naruto shit, and then I'm also gonna do like, here's the edited versions. If you want the unedited versions of all these episodes, use that Patreon.
Gotcha.
So just double the content on Patreon, basically. That's the idea, at least. So you guys are the first to know about it. It's not even made yet, but I'm gonna be reacting to the first episode of Cowboy Bebop on Friday, which means it'll probably be ready to go, I don't know, like next week, Monday.
And then you're gonna do one episode a week.
Yeah.
Of Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
So you'll be done in like 6 months?
Yeah. Well, there's what, 24 episodes?
Like 24 or 26?
Jesus.
That's the dilemma with reacting that people don't foresee, is that I'm like, yeah, I'll start fucking, what did I just start? Start Steven Universe. Every season is 50 episodes. I'll be done in like 3 years, maybe.
How many times are I gonna make those fucking sentient jewels into ladies?
Yeah,
My God.
It's a lot of ladies.
It's 100 and
lot of crystal
200
ladies.
goddamn episodes?
Yeah.
How many universes is this motherfucker saving?
There's like 5 seasons, like 50 or 60 episodes a season.
What?
Yeah.
I feel like when did Steven Universe come out?
Oh, I don't know, like 2015 or something, maybe?
How many episodes are in Steven Universe? 160. Yeah, fucking see you later.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You're going to be doing that for the rest. I mean, I have literally no room to judge. I react to one episode of Naruto every week.
Yeah.
I did the math and I was like, if I don't react to filler episodes, I'll be done in 8 years.
Yeah.
We just did episode 63, so we're on year like 1.2.
Yeah.
And I'm halfway through the tuning exams. There is so much work left to be done.
Yeah. Well, it's about sustainability, you know?
People are still watching it, and that's all that fucking matters.
Fucking, yeah, but this was a good episode. I love whenever they get a new member to the party. I like his big ass hand cannon.
So that's just standard operational practice. Like some people just get fucking just AT rifles attached to their right gauntlet. That just everyone do that.
I know.
Also, that's not artillery. It's not artillery. Artillery goes up and then down. And he's like, artillery, you are a fucking Abrams tank.
You're telling me if you just like point a mortar forward, that can't be called artillery anymore?
Could you imagine? Could you imagine somebody was just...
That's just a missile.
They're just, that's literally just a missile. It's an AT-4. And they're just like, like somebody's running at you and they're like, they're a little closer. Like, what's the arc? And it's like, fucking straight. Just throw it
pull the pin out and just falls forward.
Yeah, you literally just have to throw it in backwards and fire it like a fucking... That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And probably kill whoever was trying to do it. I'd imagine.
Because the shock?
Just because the fucking, it's literally, mortar tubes are just a metal tube. Just a metal tube you drop a missile into, and then it goes, see you later.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. And we've been doing it since the 1700s.
There's a big spring in it, right? Drop it in and it...
What do you think? You think it's a fucking Diet Coke and Mentos?
It's a joke.
It's a
Nimrod.
joke. Yeah, idiot. You're supposed to yes and me. I was trying to find a joke in there about Alexander Hamilton, because that's how he got famous. Did you know that?
What?
Alexander Hamilton was like the reason he was part of like the Revolutionary Party is because during the Revolutionary War he was like an accredited
stole cannons.
like artillery guy, like an artilleryman.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
didn't know that you knew that. I don't know.
Well, it's in the song, so.
Is that it? Really?
Yeah.
They go that far back?
Yeah, they do. He's like 16 at the beginning of the play, and then he dies at the end. Spoiler.
Alexander Hamilton's dead?
Well, Not if you got money.
Do they ever talk about him, like having slaves and impregnating his slaves?
I think you're thinking of Thomas Jefferson.
Is that who I'm thinking of?
Yeah. Or Thomas Edison, one of those.
Am
I think you are. One of the Thomases.
Am I mixing up my white men from
I think you
this
are.
country's past?
Yeah.
All right. Well, whatever you say. Whatever you say.
Thomas Jefferson was from the South. He's in Virginia.
Where the fuck was Alexander Hamilton from?
New York.
Really?
Well, he's an immigrant from somewhere. Also, I only know the rap. I only know the music.
It seems as though it's giving you plenty of information.
It's educational.
I mean, I literally told a friend of mine who's a teacher who was teaching the Odyssey, and I was like, just show them Epic the Musical. And she was like, these kids love it. And I was like, yeah, because it's not words.
Yeah.
It's just, everybody wants a fucking smooth beat to learn history by.
Yeah.
God.
Just give them a chapter to read in class and then beatbox for 15
How
minutes.
many years out are we from that, where teachers are just like renowned, not even renowned, like washed up rappers? Like I think it's like...
That's what every English teacher likes to do. Every English teacher likes to spin their chair around and be like, kids like rap? You know, the first rapper was...
Jesus Christ.
Willie Shakespeare. What school are you going to? Jesus Christ.
Hey, it's Jesus, see? Ow, that hurts, fuck!
He's doing it on the cross. He's doing it while they're
I thought
nailing.
the crucifix was metaphorical, god damn it!
Why is he on the cross while he pitches?
It's the only thing I know about him. That and a guy washed his feet.
Well, time to start my rap career. Both hands!
Why would you do my feet as well? I'm already up here. Oh,
You know,
man.
it's getting nailed in the feet. What kills you?
What do you mean? What does that even mean? What does that mean? Oh, I'm gonna puke.
Like, also gonna throw up.
Oh, what's that mean? All right.
I'm putting that on our shirts idea.
It's what's get nailing in the foot that kills.
Nails in the feet. What kills?
Oh fuck. Okay, well,
Apparently, it's because the weight of your body is making you like slowly get sawed in half.
Oh.
And that causes the most blood loss.
Oh.
The hands are kind of just symbolic. Well, just to keep you up there.
I'm just pulling my day one. I'm pulling my feet off.
Imagine he just like takes them out. And they're like, no, you got to keep them there.
That's always been my thing, because like in the VOC ships, if you were on like the Dutch East India Trading Company, if you were caught stealing, they'd stab you in the hand into the mast, and if you wanted to get off, you'd have to pull your hand off this way.
Oh, you're saying go forward?
No, you weren't allowed to go forward. You had to go out.
Oh, I see.
Like down.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So if you listen, if we're talking about ways that I wouldn't die, crucifix. Wait until it's nighttime, pop, 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 and then I'm limping home.
I think a lot of people like hang out and watch you until you die. I think you die quick.
It took Jesus like 3 days.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so. He came back in 3 days.
It also took him like 3 days.
Well, they stabbed him with a spear. My point is you die. You, Nicholas Connor.
Well, the only way I learned the Bible is VeggieTales. They didn't tell me that in VeggieTales.
Stem any
That
crucifix.
was the original Epic the Musical.
Any crucifix you see. By the way, welcome to this our worst segment.
I
our
love
longest
this.
and worst. Any crucifix you see, he's got blood coming down from his ribs. They poked him once. And also, he's like 14 pounds. They ain't be feeding him.
Which means less weight hanging on the nails.
Dude, when you're right, you're right.
I know. Pop, 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 pop. Very easily followable trail. That's the only problem.
Yeah. Well, also, consider this. You're like 14 feet in the air.
Can't be that high.
High up.
It's a lot of wood.
It's really high up.
That's so much, man. He carried that, too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He
Wait,
carried
no,
up the
hold
hill.
on. Actually, now that you say that, though.
Right? Think about it.
Well, he
He weighed-
dragged it. He dragged it.
What's the biggest cross you could drag up a hill? I'd say you probably weigh about Jesus's. You have a Jesus build.
I'm bigger than Jesus now.
Do you think so?
I don't think he was 135.
You don't think Jesus was one? I bet you was right around one.
I don't think Jesus was creatine maxing the way I am.
Oh yeah. Danny's on creatine, by the way.
I'm on
and
creatine.
He's a big fan of it.
I'm on creatine now, and Nick was like, it's all water weight, right? And it's like, what? Am I fucking about to be a delicious meal for somebody?
I mean,
who gives a shit what's in my body?
You truly never know.
All that matters is that it looks good. I don't care that it's not real
You look
muscle.
great. You look filled up. You look filled to the brim. Yeah, I don't know. I've never taken creatine. I've heard good things, though.
The LA Fitness, and we'll talk about anime. The LA Fitness by my new house.
Oh, yeah.
Has smoothies that have creatine like in it. As you know, like,
and that's the only, and listen, the only way that Danny consumes anything is if it's been in a blender first. You don't have to blend it, but as long as like whatever he's touched, like is eating, has touched all four sides of a blender, he will eat it.
I agree.
Like you can just put a steak in there, slap it around a little bit, and go rum, 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 and then put it back completely uncut. He'll be happy.
Yeah, I'll go. Is this blended safe?
Yeah, this is ethically blended. Okay, good. Yeah, sentenced. I don't know, man. Fucking.
That was cool.
Oh yeah, then Norgal just constantly building an army leads me to believe the story ends with him becoming king.
He better. I love him.
Yes.
Anytime they get a new member to the party, I'm happy.
100%. Because they're all interesting, and the biggest thing is like they're all very unique. None of them is like it was like, oh, this is just like, why do we need Jace? We have Norgal or something. Or like, why do we have Dota? We have Venetim. Like nobody is the same person by any means. Be cool if one of them was a woman, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm starting to think that only men are the heroes here. But what is cool is Rhino's a volunteer hero. And I didn't understand why somebody would do that until I saw his suit. And then I was like, yeah, I'd sign up to be a hero as well for fucking hand cannon, full suit of armor.
I mean, people sign up to be in our real military, and that sucks.
And they get a $2,000 rifle and Kevlar that barely works.
Yeah.
You give me a full suit of armor with revolving AT rounds, I will sign up for whatever war you want.
I agree. It is pretty sick.
So sick.
I need season 2 to come out on like the slowest off season ever, because this is getting swallowed by Frieren and JJK
and literally everything else.
I like need this series to come out with like action figures and fucking like a video game. Like I love the characters.
That'd be cool.
I need this to be like the next Gachiakida. I need this to be what Gachiakida, like the praise that got.
Gotcha. You want it to be, because Gachiakida, I'd say, is like 4th right now. And like in the general anosphere, I would say like JJK, Frieren, and Solo Leveling are the top 3 most popular anime of this generation.
Demon Slayer.
I mean,
this generation is wrong.
I was saying like of this, like, what do you mean? Like I'm saying like, okay, like Demon Slayer is too old for my consideration. Like I'm like, we're talking, I mean, even JJK is on the fringe of being too old for consideration.
JJK came out old.
Like that's the thing, is like we're in the 3rd out of what will be only really 4 arcs of JJK.
Of the 2020s?
Yeah.
You're saying? JJK came out
2020.
Did it?
2021, I believe, actually.
I'll believe you. Whatever.
We're deep into the 2020s here.
All right. Yeah, I guess so.
So
if that's
JJK.
the criteria, it's the 2020s. Blue Lock?
Don did on, number 4.
Don did on.
4.
I think Blue Lock's above.
I think Blue Lock's above Gachiakida.
Maybe not in the West, but like
it is huge
all over
in fucking like every
like same
China.
With Windbreaker, honestly.
Windbreaker's also huge in China. Anything that's got like even the slightest tinge of BL aspects is huge in China and Japan.
Anything that's got a marketable jacket.
A marketable group. There needs to be a group so they can put cardboard cutouts in front of them in front of cafes.
Yeah. I mean, well, I saw TikToks about Gachiakida a little bit ago, and people were like, why isn't Gachiakida as big as JJK or this or that? Like, why isn't Gachiakida
drowning
getting the
in
fame?
the era of Mega Shonen?
Well, I think the thing is that, like, people are forgetting season 1 of Demon Slayer and season 1 of JJK were, like, big, but they're, like, current Gachiakida big.
Yes.
Like, it takes a second crazy season.
Exactly. Because like shows can fall off. Like people love Tower of God season 1, but hated Tower of God season 2. People also, like Blue Lock season 1. People hated Blue Lock season 2.
Anime also is like known for having a bit of like a shake off period where like you get through the introductions.
Episodes.
Yeah. And then once you're in the meat of it, then it's exciting.
Didn't we get 24 from Gachiakida though? We did. We got 24 from Gachiakida.
24. Well, we got 24 from Demon Slayer also.
And JJK, actually.
Both JJK and Demon Slayer, I swear to God, at the time they were coming out, were like as big as Gachiakida is.
Yes.
And I think Gachiakida is going to need like a big movie or a big second season.
Even Chainsaw Man wasn't particularly popular until like the Reze arc
Yeah.
solidified that Chainsaw Man is one of the most popular anime on Earth right now.
And it makes sense. Like, it makes sense that people would get more hyped about like a second season of something they already know is good than an unproven first season where it's all like, this is Slop Town. We get our tattoos here. And this and that, you know?
And it's like, yeah, by the way, this is the new chief of Slop Town here. They'll give you a tattoo that only works once. And it's like, I'm happy we wasted the precious resource of petroleum to get here.
Yeah, like season 2 Gachiakata, I assume, is going to be more like meeting human antagonists, establishing rivals, less like, this is Splooge Town.
Yeah,
like,
now that the maps, like now that we've discovered all the dark parts on the map, we can actually start building out the characters.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Sam, so Send Us to Be a Hero, fun episode here. I guess probably the second worst episode, I'd have to say Hell's Paradise. I mean, it's...
I'll give it to you, but that's crazy.
Hell's Paradise, great episode, but I would say that JJK's episode, you know what? No. Let's say it's JJK. It's definitely not. Dude, Vigilantes.
Where do you put Vigilantes?
Vigilantes episode fucked.
What?
Dude, Vigilantes episode fucked. That was a fun episode.
All right.
That was classic MHA goodness.
It's pretty good. I guess my hot take that no one's gonna like. They drew that girl so wrong. That girl looks like such a child.
Oh, great. Captain Celebrity's wife. Yeah. They very much drew her like a small, like he's in like college and she's like 3'5".
She's such a lolly. I like got up to get a glass of water while watching it. And I was like, oh no, it wasn't in English. I like paused it. Cause this episode wasn't in English for some reason. They didn't dub it. Watched it today.
I honestly don't even, like, it doesn't even clock to me anymore whether or not I'm watching dub or sub. I'm just like, I'm either reading or I'm not. And then I usually have subtitles on even if I am in dub.
I like got water or something. I had it paused and I came back and like, there was like a break between when I was watching and when I picked it back up.
Yeah.
And so I was like a little discombobulated. And for a while, until she's like having dinner with him, having a glass of wine, I thought this was like just a child that he was trying to impress.
He was like, oh, this girl's not like all the rest. And it's like, because she's a girl. Yeah. Like, because she's not a woman. That's why.
And I was like, I have to back up and get the context here. And like, it's like another girl at his college.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is the most lolly-ass, like, little girl. Like, she looks younger than Ochaka.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even...
Oh, younger than Yayarozo, younger than, like, all of the girls from Class 1A.
And he looks like a fucking 30-year-old man. Like,
and then especially, like, as their story is building up, because we've seen her the one time before, and it's like when she was, like, FaceTiming him, and, like, they were talking about, like, them having her baby, and she looks, like, full-grown then. And then they pan to her in the backstory, and she's, like, 4 foot, weighs, like, 80 pounds, very much built like a Russian gymnast.
But it's not even, like, I hate when people say that Frieren is meant to look like a child.
Oh, no.
Because she's just not. She's just a short woman.
Also, just listen to her. Like, that's the big thing. Is like, oh, you think that deep voice is coming from a child?
I know. It's weird to me. I don't, like, subscribe to when people are like, oh, that girl's short and pretty. She's clearly supposed to look like a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
I know plenty of short, pretty adult women.
You date one of them.
I date one of them. And so I don't subscribe to that belief, but like this one compounded with the fact that Vigilantes is like the weirder version of My Hero Academia when it comes to underage girls.
100%.
I was like, you gotta change.
You gotta
change this girl.
This design needs to be updated in some feasible way, please.
But all right, we can circle back.
Well, no, it's talking about Vigilantes because you're right. It is not as good as those other two that I just mentioned.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm like remembering it now, but like the episode's fun. Like the episode's a lot of fun.
What were you so high on?
I mean, I love a good Best Jeanist kind of bit here where like Ingenium rolls up for some reason with this truck of like high tension cables. And they're like, this weighs tens of thousands of pounds. Are you sure going to be able to control this? And he's like, it doesn't matter how heavy it is. If it's made of fibers, they'll respond to me as the fiber master. And I was like, and then you just get Mirko kicking down doors and shit. I love that. Yeah. But like, I also just like, it's like a cool moment for Koichi. I like that like it's ending with Captain Celebrity like falling to his death, and he's like tell everybody. And like it's very funny because Captain Celebrity is another one of those classic MHA male characters where you're like, I feel like we're trying to redeem you, but at the same time, I want to hear the other side of the story. Because it's like Endeavor and him, where it's like, like we're doing a redemption arc. And he's talking about like how life got complicated and how he was only ever trying to save people. And then it was like, but like, then you like, in the beginning, we hear about all these like court cases and him being creepy towards women. Yeah. And it's like, I get that we're getting your point of view here more than anybody's, but I still, the fucking, what am I looking for here? The case is still out. Like, the jury's still out on as to whether or not I believe you, Captain Celebrity.
Yeah, right. Just because you're actively, like, saving people right now, just because you're doing your job. That was my thing with Endeavor in his, like, redemption, is that, like...
You're still being paid.
Well, that's the thing. You're just doing your job. Like, you're just doing what you would have done if no one was mad at you.
Yeah.
You know? It's like a cop getting backlash for, like, killing a suspect and being like... Well, I'll make it up to you guys by keep being a cop.
Yeah,
like,
and it's like, cool, dude. How we were 2 weeks paid vacation.
Yeah, how about you fucking become like a civil servant instead and like be a free rehab clinic for people who were like brutalized by cops instead.
Yeah.
That's why, I think there is a connection there. But I thought it was cool. Yeah, I agree that like his sacrifice was sick when he was doing it. You didn't think it was crazy that Best Jeanist was like, I have this unbelievable power that I never used in My Hero? What
do you mean?
Did he bend iron fibers and shit in My Hero?
Oh, that's how they hold down Gigantomachia.
Oh,
yeah. Remember when like Gigantomachia gets like sedated and Miss Midnight dies, and then like hold her down after like Miss Mountain gets her ass
like
kicked by him.
7 or 6.
Yeah. And so that's like he's always had that in his bag, but he just decides to use cotton-based fibers.
It's crazy that denims is like the fiber of choice.
Literally walk around with a steel rope around or something. Like fucking like stop using like the most flammable. He's like, oh, fire, it's my greatest weakness. Like along with Hawks, and like, hey brother, stop using cotton.
Yeah.
Fucking like, I don't know, like put some like starching on your pants or something before you use them. So all your fibers stop burning away here.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
It was convenient that every hero in the history of heroes was at the Tokyo Sky Egg to say goodbye to a potentially like maybe bad guy in Captain Celebrity. But like, yeah, it was like fun to see him be like, oh, like this is straightforward. I understand this. I'm holding this thing up. There's 50,000 people I'm saving. And it just like it gave me that like, I don't get a lot of like classic, oh, this feels like MHA moments from Vigilantes. And this felt like a classic MHA, like, oh, this is good. Hate what Koichi calls his long distance attack though. Did you catch that?
No. What?
Shooty go blam.
That's not bad.
SGM or SGB. Shooty go blam.
What's SGB?
Shooty go blam.
Well, but otherwise, you made it sound like the acronym was the bad part.
No. And then there's SGBBBB, which is shooty go blam 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 blam. Mm-hmm. Yes, naturally, because it's multiple blams. Yeah. So yeah, that was Vigilantes, which was fun.
You're wrong about that. You can't be on board with Gum Pistol and dislike Shooty Go Blam.
No, I can 100% because Gum Pistol. First off, when have I ever been?
You just have never.
When have I ever been the biggest proponent of what Luffy calls out when he stretches his fucking limbs?
What do you think the dumbest attack name is? Because I was about to throw one out, but I want to see if you get there before me.
I mean, Luffy's is up there. Yeah. Oh, no. Zoro yelling out, like, Nigiri whenever he slashes something. Pretty stupid.
Sanji's are worse.
Sanji's is just food names.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, Robin's are good. Because hers is like dos flor, which is like she calls her hands flowers, that kind of thing. Frankie's are fun because he's like strong right.
I mean, in all of anime.
I know.
When
looking for the dumb shit, usually you go to One Piece.
I'm going to be honest. Maybe this is a hot take.
Star Platinum.
Is that an attack?
It's JGBA.
Yeah, but isn't that just like an arc?
No, his stand is like Star Platinum.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're wrong about that.
Am I?
Star Platinum's sick.
Oh, Star Platinum is sick. I was just trying to think of bizarre names.
I'm gonna give you a hot take.
Okay.
I think Rasen Shuriken is stupid as hell.
Okay, Dan, but we're white men with mics. You're allowed to voice your opinion here. Go crazy. Why?
I like Rasengan. Like, naturally. The logic of Rasengan makes sense to me.
Yes.
With the balloon, he's spinning chakra.
Yeah.
And he contains it into an orb.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Okay.
I buy that you can spin chakra.
Yes.
I don't buy that you can shape it into a big shuriken.
Okay.
And then spin that. Like, that is just sillier to me. I get that you can also turn it into a giant frog, and you can, turn your dog into you. But
You're explaining shape release, yes.
yeah, so logic isn't really there.
Yes. That's why he needs another Naruto, because like one Naruto's adding wind chakra to it, one Naruto's making the Rasengan, the other's turning it into a Rasen Shuriken.
Right.
So it's wind release, Rasengan shape release. That's why there's 3 in the beginning. Eventually, he can do it by himself.
Right.
Rasen,
Shuriken.
which means spin.
Yeah.
Rasen spin. It's like the spinning of a thing. Minato created it based off the tailed beast bombs that he saw during the second grade.
What is gun? Like, what does it become if it's Rasengan?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's a spiraling massive chakra. That's
Okay,
roughly what Rasengan means.
Yeah.
Just like spiral ball.
Gotcha.
Add it and make it into a shuriken.
It just turns into like an awkward shape to me.
It turns into that is objectively fair because no shuriken ever has a gigantic orb in the fucking middle of it. It's like, yeah, we usually drill a hole there actually for like weight and purposes. Yeah.
It's an awkward shape. And to my knowledge, it never bisects anybody.
Oh.
Does it?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. The final bad guy.
Kaguya?
No, not Kaguya, Madara.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
Bad guy.
Then that's a qualm removed.
Yeah.
As long as it's cutting people in half.
It bisects a tree.
Yeah.
Wait until you. Oh man, there's way dumber. There's way dumber Rasengans than Rasen Shuriken. Wait until you get to planetary Rasengan, which you would think like, oh, planetary Rasengan. That's obviously a Rasengan the size of a planet, right?
No, it's a bunch swirling around it, like orbiting.
Yes.
Yeah.
That pissed me. That pissed me off.
Yeah.
I was like, this should be the size of a goddamn planet.
Right.
It shouldn't have it shouldn't be a solar system model I bring in for my science fair.
Right.
You bitch.
It's just a bunch of Rasengan.
It's just a bunch of fucking Rasengan. Mini Rasengans. He starts making finger Rasengans with little hands that come off his finger to make tiny, less impactful Rasengans. Just punch him, Naruto. Just punch him in the fucking chest. What are we doing?
Just hit him.
Not everything. Talk to him. Either do Dark no Jutsu or a regular Sharingan. Stop doing the fucking mini shit.
Yeah.
God damn it. God damn you. You're bringing this out of me. All right,
You like Rasen Shuriken?
Yeah, fucking
Okay.
you son of a bitch. The Gum Pistol's good.
I
Gum
like-
Axe works. Gum Bell good.
Some of them are confusing. Like sometimes he does a gum something, and I'm like, how'd you get there?
Gum Gatling gun makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Kong gun makes sense because it's big.
Yeah. I like Axe a lot.
Firehawk
Axe is
makes
very cool.
sense.
What's the headbutt one?
Bell.
Bell?
Yeah. Like as is like dog.
I guess so.
Yeah, they're honestly
I like Gum.
I like
Yeah.
Luffy's.
Yeah, yeah.
Also like it's like that's just what his fruit's called. So he's got the Gomu Gomu no Mi or the Gum fruit.
Yeah.
So in fucking Japanese it's Gomu Gomu no, and so yeah. All right, what's after Vigilantes?
Bloop, 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 bloop. Hell's
Fire?
Paradise?
Wow.
Oh, Fire Force, you're right.
Fire
Fire
Force.
Force.
Yes. Because Hell's Paradise was awesome. Awesome. That was fucking fun as shit, dude. I hate watching vines. I hate watching anything go into somebody else's skin, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, my biggest fear. Did you ever see The Mummy as a child?
Yeah, with the scarab.
Oh, dude, the scarabs, that fucked me up as a kid, watching like bugs under people's skin.
Have you seen Evolution? I feel like we've talked about this.
I live it every day, brother.
Huh?
Evolution. I live it every day.
There's a scene where a bug like goes into a guy's thigh and it's like headed towards his crotch.
It's literally the first thing that came up. It's in the trailer.
Yeah, it's the most horrific part of the movie.
Oh my God. Why would that
It's a
be
comedy.
Why would that, what?
Yeah.
What is this about?
That's just like aliens and shit, I guess. It's like a
Okay.
bunch of a ragtag team of
Wait,
losers
it's the
kill a
guy.
bunch of aliens.
It's the guy from the Enforcer movie. It's the guy from Goon. The redheaded lady looks very famous. This is like, okay, wait, now Orlando Jones, Sean William Scott, Julianne Moore, that's her name, and David Duchovny. Wow, that is crazy. Okay, cool. Never seen it. Anyways, Fire Force.
Fire Force.
Just a big old Fight Your Doppelganger episode with a little bit of Sister Iris and Amaterasu naked conversation. Because their clothes burned away in Adola, but no, not their pristine white skin, but their clothes had to burn away.
Yeah, not their hair.
Not their hair, no, naturally, no, because Sister Iris long hair as opposed to Amaterasu has long hair as opposed to Sister Iris is short.
This is episode fucking whatever. I haven't been saying them up until this point, but I will now. Yeah, it's what you said, where they fight all the doppelgangers.
Yes.
And Iris confronts Amaterasu. This is the first episode where I was like, I felt that they were condensing a shitload of chapters.
Oh, really?
Into one. Well, because people leading into this season, this final season, everyone was like, oh, they're about to fumble Fire Force so hard. They're condensing like 80 chapters into like 13 episodes.
They had a fair amount of content to still cover.
You were one of these people.
I was one of these people, yes.
But I saw a bunch of TikToks about it too. And yeah, people were like doom and glooming it. And up until now, I was like, this is moving at a good pace.
Yeah. We are speed blitzing to the end. This episode was breakneck.
This episode was the one where I was like, oh yeah, this was fast as shit.
Yeah. Because we get the battle between Suit Boy, who works at Hajime Industry, whose name I do not remember.
I also just wrote Salaryman.
Yeah, Salaryman, Suit Boy fights against his doppelganger in a very fun, very good fight. And I think, honestly, Fire Force, you've always loved, but you've always said that the fights are like a very PNG-y.
No, that's not how I say things.
Okay, but
I said Fire Force is the best at doing PNG fights.
Yes, exactly. So you're like, it's the best at doing slideshows. I would say from Arthur's episode where he's fighting against Dragon into this episode, it's probably the two best episodes of animation we've ever gotten from Fire Force, though.
Yeah.
Because these fights were awesome. Yeah. They were well animated. The movements were fluid. It was high FPS. It was great.
Yeah.
And so that first fight between the two Suit Boys was fucking incredible. And then we get Benny Maru versus his doppelganger. How do you feel about that?
I loved it.
Gotcha.
I bet people are upset about it because I bet they wanted more.
That's exactly how it happens in the manga.
I thought it was pretty sick. Yeah. It's very fast, and it's also cute that, like...
We also got a Benny Maru fight 6 episodes ago.
Yeah, we just got one, and it was great. It was really cool. I think it's cute that he's, like... The doppelganger's like, you know, I'm what people think of you, and they think you're the best there is.
Yes.
And he's like... I'm better than that.
Yes, yeah, like he literally one-shots a guy who makes a Nichiren the size of the planet, and he goes, you guys think I'm... Like, he's like, basically Benny Maru's like, I'm stronger than the imagination you have of how strong I could be.
I'm stronger than the strongest guy you can imagine.
That is fucking...
Which is sick.
An insane... One of the best flex in anime history. It's one of my favorite moments in the entire manga.
I really like that. I like... when they get weird with, like, the art medium. Like, I liked Doppelganger Benny Maru getting all, like, manga-fied.
Yes, and they do, like, a very classic, like, it's like anytime Benny Maru does, like, a big strike, especially in the late days where, like, chaos starts reigning kind of situation, like, it's always, like, traditional Japanese style. Yeah. So you see, like, a ink blot slash across, like, the Doppelganger Benny Maru, and it, like, switches to black and white, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And that was like kind of the entire crux of the last fight Benny Maru had against like his, like, I think it was his father.
It was like his adopted mentor.
Yeah. And like that ends up like bringing in like this new era of like, oh, the fucking waves of the waves of Shiganshina and shit like that.
Yeah, that is sick. It didn't occur to me. Like, I knew that fight did all that.
Yes.
It didn't occur to me that like we can attribute the new art style entirely to Benny Maru.
Yes.
Yeah, which is cool.
Because
like him
fight,
specifically.
His fight is the 8th pillar, which allows it kicks off, like it literally kicks off the not only the Great Cataclysm, but also like it invests so much chaos into the world that like now whatever your imagination is becomes reality.
Well, no, right. I knew that. I'm saying if Benny Maru didn't exist and everything still played out the same, the moon would be the same. Because it's like everyone's collective, like it's the Lumiere brothers.
Yeah.
Like their film.
Something fell.
I disagree.
Weird. Okay.
Like the moon still would have looked like the moon because it's like history's depiction of the moon being a big smiling face.
Yeah.
And the stars are the same way. Benny Maru, like if he wasn't there, who knows if anyone else's fight would have specifically changed reality forever.
Yeah, in the way that it did.
Yeah, like that's what's cool is that like Benny Maru's left his impact on reality for the rest of time.
Yeah, I also, so I want to know how you feel about like the power scaling of the end of the show here, because a big thing that people talk about is that like, oh, Fire Force's power scaling gets absolutely insane by the end. Obviously, in the last episode, we see Arthur cut the moon in half. This episode, we see Benny Maru's doppelganger put his Nichiren around the entire Earth, and then like also Shinra kicks the moon back into place. Is it like ridiculous to you, or you're like, okay, it's like chaos, this is supposed to happen?
No, I thought it was fine. I thought the moon was shockingly small.
Oh, yeah.
When it got to the Earth.
I do love everybody else trying to stop it, though. And like Maki, who's like a Generation 2 witch, being like, yeah, I'll use my fire abilities to try and push the moon back. And they're talking to Trumpet Guy, and they're like, hey, can your ice stop this? It's like Motta throwing the fucking comets at the beginning of the war. It's like, no, I can't stop it.
Yeah. No, I thought the power scaling makes sense. And we talked about with the Arthur and Dragon fight where it's like, this is the best character to put on the moon because Arthur's whole bit is that he has like delusion abilities. And right now, that is the best ability you can have because delusion is shaping reality.
Delusion is literally the fucking new standard.
Yeah, it's the power system.
Yeah. All right. Before we get to our next one here, I'm going to go pee.
Oh, I have 2 more things to talk about with Fire Force. I wrote, at one point, Fairy was like, by using gravity to manipulate space-time, I also control time.
Yes.
And I just wrote, also, I can turn into a bug because I have fire powers.
All fire is related from bugs. And you remember that? That's what Fireflies is. But that actually does make sense. I actually wrote that that's kind of sick. And it's like, the only qualm I had with that is like, why the fuck didn't you think of that earlier?
Whatever. I'm not enough of a
Because,
scientist.
all right, so gravity is able to control space-time. Like, all right, so you remember in Inception when they go to that planet, or not Inception, Interstellar. And they go to that planet really close to a black hole and time travels slower there. That's because like the bigger the effect of gravity, the slower time flows, at least relative to people who aren't experiencing that much gravity.
That's so strange.
It is strange.
That's science, baby.
Yes.
All right. I wrote, the history of humanity's despair is just lightning and World War II. Do you remember when they're like warping through?
It was B-52 bombers and then the same explosion that a bunch of lightning was going through.
It was the same, like a bunch of lightnings in front of a volcano.
And I was like, would you guys not get enough licenses for horrific photos of history?
It was like 3 of the same stock images.
Like, hey, Japan, I think you could probably drum up a couple more images of bad things that happened in human history. You were responsible for most of them.
I don't know about most.
Yeah, tell that to China.
But, fucking, yeah, I just wrote really fast episode. Dealt with Joker's doppelganger, Businessman's doppelganger, Burns returned, Shinra kicked the moon,
fucking
Fairy
shit,
died.
I forgot Leonard Burns came back.
Yeah.
My God. I was like, I didn't even write a note about it because I think I was too inundated with all the other shit going on. Yeah, Leonard Burns gets hot bull form, comes back from Adola, forged by the fire because he fused with his doppelganger.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Joker's just getting his ass whooped by his doppelganger, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, get your shit together. And then Leonard Burns just pierces him. And they're never like,
that was the end of that.
They don't touch it anymore. They're like, hey, you got stabbed through the chest by your doppelganger, dragged into hell, and then you're back now, and we're not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
I know. He was like, I fused with my doppelganger, and it worked out.
I'm here now.
It just worked out.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, cool. Welcome back, Captain of Company 1.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What next?
Next, we should talk about... Let's talk about JJK next,
right.
Because I genuinely believe that Frieren was probably our best episode of the week. And I also am just itching to talk about Takaba because we have finally been introduced to my favorite character in the story.
That's crazy.
I love him so goddamn much.
I don't get it. You were right. I don't get any of the jokes.
It
doesn't make any sense.
They're so much better in the anime than they are in the manga. Because, like, all right, you can tell a joke that people won't understand visually, like better than you can tell a joke on a book, right? Because then it's all about like you're reading the punchline and it's like, do you get it?
Yeah.
You can do funny things in the anime that make the joke deliver better as opposed to like a written format.
Yeah.
Like there's the scene where Takaba tells his jokes and it just cuts to like Yuji in the background being like, and then it cuts to Iori.
Yeah.
It cuts to Iori and fucking Reggie Star and they're like,
it was like a really long
it's like a
silence.
35-second pregnant pause, and then it literally cuts to commercial. It's like at the 11-minute mark, and it literally cuts to black, and then it comes back. And it was so good. I was literally dying.
Really?
It was so because it was the longest you've ever just hung on characters while they just idle emote. And they're just like neither of them. I've done stand-up comedy. I've done open mics, and I've just like it's so funny to see that because it was the exact same experience where it's like somebody's like, I'm thinking about stabbing my wife, but she's the one who knows where the kitchen knives are. And then it's just like a group of 12 people waiting to get on stage next so they can't leave. And they're like,
Right.
oh, like it's like watching a Tim Robinson film. And it's just like I don't know. It just, I died. It was so great.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, I didn't get his jokes. There was one where he was like, I could have sworn I wrote it about Wi-Fi.
Yeah, okay. That one's, if you have a girl that you have a crush, or if there's a girl out there who has a crush on you, but you don't want to be her, here's something you can tell her.
If there's a girl
out there who has a crush on him and you don't want to be with her, here's what you can tell her.
Yeah.
I don't want to be your Wi-Fi. As in, I don't want to be your wife.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the intended response.
But why?
It's a joke so bad, it literally turns everyone into crayon drawings.
But why would you say I don't want to be your Wi-Fi?
He's a bad comedian. His
sense.
entire character arc is he's bad at comedy.
Yeah, that's tough. I loved Reggie. I think Reggie's
Starr,
my favorite character.
You love Coupons the man?
He's so good. I literally wrote,
We're also blazing past the beginning of this because I got so excited to talk about Takaba. We're not even talking about the fact that Megami power bombs a guy out a window and then stabs him the whole way down with the blunt side of his sword. Literally, fucking bashes him in and then kills a dude. And it's like, hey, Megami, if you wanted the guy dead this entire time, stab him on the way down.
Yeah,
stab him on the way down. Why'd you ride him down, hit him with the butt of your sword the entire way down, and then kill him once he got to the bottom?
Maybe he was still considering it. Like, maybe he was still trying to negotiate.
Yeah.
This whole season is just Megami aura farming.
Yes.
Like, this is the most tactical and close quarters combat Megumi could possibly be.
When they blow up the building and they show just a real explosion.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was a little funny. But when they explode the building and he's got like a metal door protecting him, like, I love how fucking resourceful he is this season. Between that, the car, the two instances where he chokes people out.
He pops up in people's shadows while they're smoking cigarettes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so sick. I wrote, kind of unrelated, at 11:05, the comedian's dick twitches. Do you catch that?
No, but they literally do a curse. Like they do they literally blot out his penis because his suit is half. It's like one ball comes out.
There's a bit where he's like crouched, and then you see like his dick move. So that was crazy. It's 11:05. If people want to,
if you want to go back and watch a Takaba dick twist.
Oh yeah, I don't want you.
Oh, you're talking about Megami using the toad tongue to choke that guy out, right?
No, I'm talking about when the comedian. Go to 11:05.
No, I'm talking when you said like Megami choking somebody out earlier.
No, I'm talking about when he's in the parking garage and he puts a dude in like a rear naked choke.
But
also the frog bit's great.
He literally frog chokes a guy out this episode.
Yeah, that shit's awesome too.
Yeah.
The bit where Reggie is surfing is sick.
Just immediately, I love, my favorite thing about Reggie is that he always knows where his receipt is. His power is so funny to me. Yeah. It's so amazing digital circus. Like when he had all of his shit that just started despawning, I was like, this is an amazing digital circus bit.
It was funny because I wrote, I instantly get Reggie's powers.
Yeah.
And then I wrote, God, Reggie is sick. I got to write timestamps or something. I don't know what these are.
I'm assuming it was like when Reggie used his 3-day stay at a hotel to completely refresh his body. Awesome.
Or when he surfed, because I really liked that. He surfed up a building.
I also don't remember, and listen, I read the manga for JJK probably like a year and a half ago. So my memory isn't perfect on the JJK manga. A lot of the times where I'm like, oh, that was in the manga, it's because other people pointed out on like TikTok and that. I do not remember Megami using his rabbit, like fucking she knows bugs, to grab a section of hallway and try and down spike Reggie with it.
Yeah, once one of his Shikigamis dies, he loses it forever, right?
Yes. Technically, yes.
How's he got this many fucking rabbits?
I mean, there's a lot. Like rabbits are always, they be fucking.
Are they fucking in the Shadow Realm?
We learned from our Judy Hopps fanfic that she's the first ever rabbit to get an abortion, all right? Those Shikigami be fucking. By the way, if you want to listen to me and Danny read the second chapter of the Judy Hopps Zootopia abortion comic, it is out on our Patreon now.
Woo!
Continue.
They fucking in the Shadow Realm?
100% have to be fucking in the Shadow
guess
Realm.
they have
But
to
it's
be.
also like they also have to heal in the Shadow Realm, which is why when his demon dog is dispatched with the power of 2 kitchen blades,
Dude, the dogs suck.
dogs suck.
They suck so bad, they're never being useful.
It's literally his Pokemon starter, though.
Yeah.
The way the 10 Shadows works is like when he's born, he gets the dogs.
Yeah.
And then he has to earn everything else with dogs.
They should be better than rabbits.
100%. I mean, but like when the white one died, it just fused with the black one, and now it's a white-black one that's stronger.
Hardly.
Literally, it's just bigger and slightly more feral, and that's it.
Yeah.
The finger bearer, remember, just like blows it, like literally decapitates it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not the best Shikigami has access to, but they're the cheapest to like. There's like his Shikigami, the bigger they are, the more powerful they are, the more cursed energy it takes for him to summon, which is why in this episode he's talking about being out of cursed energy because Max Elephant.
Yeah.
Because like Max Elephant, and this is like one of the real first, like this fight against Reggie Star is really the first time that we see Max Elephant really being used, and it's awesome. It's so many times. There's so
Big
many.
elephant.
It's like with Ben 10, where it's like just summon this one and end the fight early.
I don't know. I mean, the elephant sprays water, which is good. Otherwise, not very mobile. It
If you
doesn't
don't-
know jujitsu
All right, first
like
off,
the rabbits.
If Reggie, well, fair, there's no John Rabbit, that's for sure. If Reggie Star A doesn't have a surfboard that he's already purchased, and B isn't John Williams the greatest surfer of all time, if fucking Reggie Star wasn't Kelly Slater out there at
cool.
Mavericks,
Not only does he have a receipt for a surfboard, but he's good at
he's
surfing.
good at surfing. And it's like if without that, he's drowning. Like
Yeah.
that's GG's.
If he's inside,
Well, which he was.
which he was.
That was the whole
But
point.
I'm saying, if you're fighting a guy like on a football field, Max Elephant's not a great pick.
Did you?
I'd rather dogs.
I mean, but
Not these dogs.
Not
These dogs suck.
These dogs aren't good.
Yeah.
These are dogs you could beat.
I
Like,
could
you could
beat
beat those
these
two
dogs.
dogs in a fight.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the fight when it poured into the gymnasium? Because when I was watching it, Reggie and like Meg and me were breaking it down, it started getting abstract and ugly. Like the whole fight, the whole episode is gorgeous. And like, I'm not even saying that this is like ugly in the sense of like, oh, I couldn't watch it.
Yeah.
But like the details got lost there for like 45 seconds.
Yeah, this is. I like also noticed that this episode was like a weaker animated episode. Like there were moments that felt like I was like, oh, that maybe isn't finished
Yeah,
yet.
we put a lot of fucking effort into Higuruma versus Yuji, and now
Yeah.
Megami versus Reggie Star, which is the much less important fight, is getting like a little bit of the Kiba Naruto budget.
Yeah, there are bits where like people are fighting with just no faces whatsoever,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I wonder if TikTok's gonna be pissy about this.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like I can't complain too hard because it's a fight per episode, which is like ridiculous.
Insane.
But I wrote. So did Reggie buy all of this shit?
They never say.
Because it's not even like he can just steal the receipts.
Mm-hmm.
Someone has to like ring something up.
Yeah, and then he has to store it away. They never really touch on it, but like one would assume yes, because like that would be like within the confines of like cursed energy, like the steps to go in to buy a thing and then like seal it away on his body kind of thing to be used later is like what would be necessary for that curse technique to work at the application. Because like his ability to just be like, I bought a stay and I can fucking recover because like I would be rested after 3 days of rest is an insane cursed energy build. Like that's an insane curse technique ability.
It's a sensu bean.
Literally. But like he wouldn't be healed. But like if he got like a full
Well, that's true. If he got stabbed 3 days at a spa, isn't gonna
wouldn't
do much.
fix it. But like if he got like a like there's a way to extrapolate it out is like, oh, if he paid for like organ replacement or something, there's a possibility that could work. Like if he got
Interesting.
stabbed in the liver and he was like, oh, I'm gonna pay for this medical procedure to get a new liver. That might
Does he
actually,
then have to? He should have to get the procedure though.
but like he doesn't do the 3 day stay. That's the thing. He's like, if he does,
Did he not? You don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Maybe he did.
You're right. You don't know. You're 100% right, Dan.
Maybe he owns that surfboard.
He owns that surfboard and like uses it frequently, but also holds on to the receipt. He is literally a walking endorsement for the IRS.
I was just gonna say this dude's taxes must be a breeze.
Oh, yeah, it's all business related.
Yeah.
All business related. He's like,
100%.
fucking, what do you need these 18 ATVs for? He's like, to throw at a 17-year-old in 400 years when I brought back to life.
Yeah. And then the episode ends pretty crazy.
With Chimera Shadow Guard.
Yeah.
How'd you feel with that?
Hyped.
Do you understand what he's doing? He like uses the gymnasium walls because he's bad at boundaries.
Yeah, because he was like, I can't do boundaries, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna lock him in a gym.
Which is like, you fucking like, yeah, I'll just lock him in a gymnasium and do that. I thought for a second he was going to do that Chimera Shadow Garden bit in the church they were in. I thought they were like changing it from the gym to church, but they end up leaving. But yes, next episode's going to be great.
I love him being like, I don't know if this is the line, but like earlier, Reggie's like, we're both exhausted, so we can't do any big shit or whatever. Or we've all done our big shit. And then they're in the gymnasium, he does domain expansion, and then Megumi's like, who told you I don't have any big shit?
Yeah, he was like, oh, I didn't know you were a sorcerer of that level. And he was like, you fucking never asked.
Yeah.
Simply never asked. I saw on Twitter, somebody was like asking like, who would win in a fight between Reggie-Star and Yuji? And everyone was like, movable object versus unstoppable force. Because everyone was like, yeah, they were like, yeah, fucking like Reggie-Star. Like, Yuji would just simply punch through the knives that Reggie-Star threw at him. Like, no gimmick that works on Megumi works on Yuji.
This season has turned Megumi into like an Aki level character for me.
Oh, really?
Where like, you know, your classic like Sasuke or like the side character who's like your favorite of the show.
Yeah.
Like Megumi's so hard.
He's very popular, but he's also very unpopular.
Why?
Megumi's known in the JJK fandom as something called a potential man.
Is this some fucking like manosphere shit?
If you had to guess, all right, who would you say
is he trans?
I know, yeah, as in a potential man. Yes, good. No, if I had to say potential man, tell me one character from Dragon Ball who you would think could be a potential man.
Tien.
Tien, as in why? Why Tien?
Is it like someone that the show says is really strong and has a lot of potential of like being really cool, but is always sidelined?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's basically, it's like, oh, they could be the strongest if they want to. If. That's kind of how a lot of people feel about Megumi. A lot of people also love Megumi.
Is that changing with the anime though? Because the anime's giving him all the shit that you're like, they added this from the manga. Is the shit that makes him cool to me.
They haven't added any fights. Like they're just
no,
like,
but not like him being resourceful, like doing the car thing.
Yeah.
And like him doing some spec op shit out of the shadows. Like that's why he's cool, because he is this like really scrappy, gritty counter.
He's not even like he's not like a brawler like Yuji. But like when it comes down to it, a lot of his fights do end up with him just punching a dude in the face.
He's like a Navy SEAL.
Yes, yeah, he's like literally popping up head out of the water. Yeah. The Culling Game's very good arc for Megumi. Very Megumi heavy arc. No, but the potential man that everyone says from Dragon Ball, Gohan.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Tien's worse though.
Why?
I mean, Gohan gets to do shit.
I guess, but like not as an adult.
He fights Super Boo.
I guess.
Gohan's issue is that he is a pacifist. He doesn't like fighting. He's
That's
the
his
only one who doesn't
potential.
want to. Yeah, but
That's his if.
Tien's so fucking cool.
He's the only guy with 3 eyes. And do they ever touch on why Tien has 3 eyes?
I have no idea.
Right?
They're also real. People are like, no, it's a tattoo. No, it blinks.
Yep, full on third eye. Best friends with a pig.
Yeah, best friends with a pig. Gets his arm punched off by Nappa.
What?
Remember that?
I don't remember that at all.
Where Nappa punches him like in the back of the arm at such an angle that his arm pops off.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, Tien's like, come on, and Nappa goes like that, and his fucking arm pops off.
I'm like, yeah, no, you got it.
Let me see if I can.
You got it, blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because everyone's always saying, like, oh, Gohan could be stronger than Goku. And then Akira Toriyama, refused to write him as a character. I don't mind that Gohan's a pacifist. I don't even mind that Gohan doesn't live up to his full potential. But, like, that's everyone that says that he's, like, a potential man. I think of all the reasons to not live up to your potential, just wanting to study is a good one. Jesus! And it's still in his fucking, like, classic
doing an attack.
Yeah, it's still in his classic, like, Tien tiger stance.
Yeah.
Nuts. Brutal for him.
Hell's next?
Oh, yeah, shit. We even talked about Hell's Paradise, dude. Yeah, crazy episode from Hell's Paradise. Big Vine episode. Big Tandon episode. Big I Don't Have Eyes episode.
Big
Man.
My mom made these scars for me episode.
First off, everyone's gonna be like, bad mom, bad mom, bad mom. Incredible mother.
If he wasn't already blind.
That's the thing. Already blind.
My first question was, did she blind him? And the fact that she didn't, I was like, this is the coolest blind man backstory.
That's a great blind man backstory. Literally just, and then his entire backstory is like just keeping the kayfabe.
Yeah.
He's like, I just have to keep the kayfabe. Every time he meets new people, kayfabe, for those of you who's like, oh, the Undertaker's a real dead guy, or Hulk Hogan is America's hero.
The lore of wrestling. It's always saying wrestling
Iron
is
Sheik
illegal.
is actually from the Middle East and not just a guy we called the Iron Sheik.
Not just Italian.
Yeah, not just deeply Italian.
This episode 10 of season 2 of Hell's Paradise.
Yes.
Or episode 23 of the whole show.
And so it's like the big episode that focuses on Shion's battle against Mudan, and Mudan, like, basically final struggle against, like, the last breaths of Shion. And man, is it fun. Yeah. Also, sick scars. But also, like, they're like,
Shion?
Yeah, so like they do the story here where they're like, hey, like, you got blinded early on because you were always a talented swordsman. How is that a scar that you gain in battle? Like, just like perfect symmetrical slices.
I mean, people are doing crazy slices. People are cutting belly buttons in half in this. Like,
that's fair.
I figure someone sliced both his eyes and then I guess go sideways.
Yeah.
But I had a similar thought where I was like, yeah, how does that happen? But that's why I love that it's like the mom is just like making a legend out of him.
Yes, because like they don't have a dad and like they're living on the street kind of thing. Question for you.
Yeah.
There's a mom out there and she's like, my son's a master swordsman. $10 if you can hit him, or like try to hit him for $10, $100 if you can. You're walking down Venice, basically. Yeah. And there's some 8-year-old with a wooden sword. Yeah. He's blind. You paying that $10? You gonna try and hit that kid?
Am I trying to hit that kid?
Trying to hit that kid with a wooden sword?
Maybe not in modern day America, but in like Edo, Japan. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
I take a crack at him.
In a world where Love Island doesn't exist, am I donning this wooden sword to beat this blind child? I don't know, maybe. Yeah. If I saw 3 guys before him fail to hit, why not?
Yeah,
because worst case scenario, best case scenario, I win $100. Worst case scenario, I give a homeless mother and her son $10.
Here's the thing: if that happened,
maybe those are inverted. Maybe best case scenario is I give them $10.
Yeah, it depends on the perspective. If that happened today, right, walking down Venice,
yeah.
Hit my son with a stick for $100.
For $10, of course. You go to Vegas.
I would think that the grift, the actual grift, because like in this world, the grift is that you'll never hit him. He's too skilled.
Yeah.
I think the actual grift, so I'm going to clock him right in the head. She's going to call the police, press charges.
It's like, what do you mean you took up my word? What do you, First off, you believed me, and so you swung at a blind child. It's way better if you think I'm lying to you.
Yeah, that's a way better way to make a lot more money.
100%. So like, just like get the best, like find the most rich presenting guy you can find on Venice. Like, there's no way you can hit my blind child with the wooden sword. You fucking loser. You can't do it.
Also, if you want more people to take a swing at your kid, don't give them eye scars. Just cover them in bruises. Yeah. Right? Like, if I see this beat up kid and it's like, hey, take a swing at my kid and win $100, I'm like,
it looks like
Tondra. This doesn't look that hard.
It looks like the Tondra at the end of any fight ever. Like he's got
fingers off.
He's got like 3 fingers broken.
He's got thrice broken fingers like Deku.
Yeah, it looks like Deku with purple fingers. Oh, it's like the 3-card Monty where they have somebody win right before. It's a guy just beating the fuck out of him. And like, listen, this is the easiest money I've ever earned.
Yeah, he's like sweating. He's like, whew, that kid was easy to beat. You try and like, well, looked easy for that guy.
Never trained in swordsmanship, but yeah, this kid can't see. Oh, man, dude.
Yeah, what a weird
What a time Edo, Japan was. But yeah, fun, sick episode here. Just a real final stand-esque episode. Yeah. You know what Mudan looked like, though, when he was like real old? Simpsons character.
Okay.
Like he has like gaunt and all that. Looks like Marge at 80. It was fucking terrifying.
It's tough to look at.
But man, when they were like, oh, Mudan's like, I can tap into my Kishikai transformation, but not all of it. Va-va-voom.
Yeah.
My good. Absolutely yes and please.
I know. I wanted the kid who like saw the deformed kidney monster in the sky and was like, it's the peak. It's the pinnacle of beauty. I want him to see this and be like, yuck.
Yeah.
Not for me, fellas.
Ew. Is that human anatomy on that thing I want to fuck? No, thank you.
Is that a bug with tits? No, thanks.
I immediately thought Mosquito Woman from One Punch Man. I was like, I fucking absolutely would.
I like him calling her bluff and being like, if you actually were like in peak form, you turn into a big monster.
Yeah, 100%. He's like, you have final moves. You don't have the AP for them.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm calling your shit here.
It was sick. I loved the girl like bawling her eyes out at the end.
My thing was, what exactly is NcReacts' role in this story?
Whom?
NcReacts.
NcReacts?
NcReacts, she owns like
apprentice, his Padawan.
It's sensei, and what's the when you're reverse of sensei? What's a teacher or what's a student? And
student, apprentice.
Yeah, but it's fuck. I used to know the word. It's like Benyo. It's
the Japanese one. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. But anyways, like, Neuro Guy has been protected by Tenza, protected by Shion, just like objectively, just like kind of getting courted around the island, which makes sense. Child, you know.
You talking about the blonde guy who died in season 1?
I'm talking about Tenza, who gets fucking poked in the neck to death.
Yeah.
He just literally gets 4-pieced.
Yeah.
And apparently, Neuro Guy's role in the story is to hug
the little girl.
the little girl.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out who everyone is.
Yes.
In your complaint. Yeah, it's to remind not to vengeance.
Not to vengeance. Good. Yeah, just leave the sword and the tangent of the thing you killed 300 times.
Yeah, well, I guess the bit is that he's like, I have to avenge that dude for both of us. And she's like, I can let go. You should be able to. Like,
He looks cool when he died. Don't worry. He doesn't need your vengeance.
Well, it's also like, he is all of these people's masters, and he is like setting a bad example, and she reminds him of that.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, you've taught me something, and it's that I should. Although this is a gray area because you should kill that fucking Tenzin.
100% kill that thing that's killed thousands of people before. He's like, you know what? I gotta learn to live and forget. And it's like, no, you don't.
And she's like, it'll recover in a day. We have time. And I'm like, a day.
A day. First off, you're trying to leave this place. Don't leave that thing behind.
Yeah. What if you take turns? That's what I was thinking. She's like, if you go back, it'll get in your veins again. And I was like, we'll take a shift.
I get just like, how about you, Neuro? You go over there, Neuro Guy. You still got energy and Tao. Just get hacking at that thing. That's your first mission as my apprentice. Hack the open womb of this thing till it dies.
Yeah, but
crazy.
Great episode.
Great episode. Very fun episode. Hell's Paradise is awesome. Hell's Paradise is how I feel about Sentence to Be Hero. I want Sentence to Be Hero to get Gachiaka to levels of like clout and fame, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
And like that's like I'm like Sentence to Be Hero, whatever. Like I'll watch it. I don't care if more people watch it or less people watch it. I want more people to experience Hell's Paradise because it's very good. Unfortunately, though, I feel as though the plot is so boilerplate that it's really hard to pitch it.
Yeah, it's a very simple plot that's doing everything to the best of its abilities. Like it is. I don't know, I was watching it yesterday. I was watching these fucking vines go in this man's veins.
Yeah.
And I think I've actually made the determination that this is worse than the eclipse. This island.
Really?
This island sucks.
So you'd rather experience the eclipse than get sent to fucking whatever they call it, Shinkensen or whatever.
Well, I guess the argument is that one man survived the eclipse.
Yes.
So it's like the mortality rate is higher.
Oh, very much so. Well, the story's not over yet. Hell's Paradise isn't over yet.
Well, I guess you're right. And there's no trees and shit. I guess the geography of the eclipse is objectively worse because it's a bunch of screaming faces.
It's a bunch of screaming ground and screaming horses and screaming everything.
There's no trees or fruit or water.
Yes.
So that is worse.
Hell's Paradise, there's food, but there's also insects with faces that turn you into flower people.
Yeah, there's insects with faces that instantly kill you.
Yep.
Everything is like, up until recently, that's my biggest qualm with like season 2 is that like, I love that season 1 is just like, hey, what if the eclipse was an entire show?
Yeah.
And now they're like, oh, if I add my Tao to yours, and also we make it go counterclockwise, and then also if mine's in this stage of the pentagram, then we can kill him.
Well, the idea of the eclipse was that everyone dies but one person. The idea of Hell's Paradise is that, hey, some people need to survive.
Well, I know, but I like season 1 of Hell's Paradise so much because everything they encounter is like so insurmountable.
Probably because they still had people left to kill.
Right.
A lot of fucking people died in season 1 of Hell's Paradise.
I know.
They're like, hey, this is the most important guy from the Asaimon. He just got killed by a giant with no face.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, I guess Hell's Paradise has to be better because there are trees. If there are no trees...
I love that your sticking point for either the Shinkensen Yo or the eclipse is their foliage.
All right, get rid of everything dangerous. Everything dangerous.
In terms of the eclipse?
Both.
Okay.
Everything dangerous in the eclipse, everything dangerous on this island.
Tropical island.
Hold on.
Okay.
Everything dangerous on the eclipse and everything dangerous on this island.
Yes.
Here, yeah, you're just left with like a Japanese island.
Yes.
A Japanese forest island.
With a bunch of really cool statues.
And the eclipse is still like screaming faces and no trees.
Yes. Well, I would argue that the screaming faces are a part of the danger.
As much as any uneven terrain.
I mean...
Right? Like,
This message brought to you by ankles across the world, apparently.
Like, what do you mean?
That's very fair, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I guess like that's the
Avoid
imagery.
the mouths.
Avoid the mouths, and you should
Avoid
be
the
good.
potholes in LA.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, which is getting harder by the fucking day. Whatever mayor of LA there is.
Newsom.
That's the governor of the state.
It's the same fucking thing.
It's not the same thing at all. There's levels to government. You
Trump?
need to.
Is that our mayor?
Nope, somewhere near the middle, and then the billionaire class is slightly above that.
Anyway.
But yes, Hell's Paradise was a lot of fun, very good episode. But should we talk about the best episode of this week?
Yeah, we got to start moving.
What do you mean we got to start moving?
We got this in One Piece.
We're getting there.
I know,
We're
but
doing the things.
we're an hour and a half in.
How many episodes of one? Okay, then we're fine. We got one episode of One Piece to talk about. We'll be okay. Frieren. God, this fight is awesome.
Yeah,
this fight first off, I've only ever seen fights of this quality truly in Ranking of Kings. Where
It reminded me of Ranking of
because
Kings.
it's a guy scampering around the top of the castle, which is a classic Boji play.
Yeah.
This fight could have been 2 times slower, and it still would have been impressive.
Yeah.
Like one of my, it's not even a pet peeve, but not until like when it happens in anime, I'm like, wow, I can't believe other anime don't do that. And then I think about it and I'm like, no, I absolutely can believe that it doesn't happen because the technical application of what's happening right now in Frieren is so impressive. And what I'm talking about is this episode, they talk about how Revolt, who's like the 4-armed devil, is like insanely fast. And like they always talk about how insanely fast characters are in anime until like it comes to them fighting and then everyone's as fast as them, basically. You can barely keep up with what this motherfucker's doing in the anime, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like they are flying in the beginning of this fight.
Yeah, so this is episode 8 of season 2 of Frieren. Season 2. Yeah, it's just good. The dude's big ass wings are sick.
Yes, his blade, like Ganau's blade wings.
Ganau is so cool.
Just the best version of Hawks. Also, in that he kills people.
Yeah.
He's also just thirsty for blood.
His wings are sick. I also love Stark taking it to hands. He throws his axe. You know, we talk about how Sentence to Be a Hero has some of the best, like you stick a sword in something that's like rushing past you.
Just filleting a thing.
This has the best axe throw or like weapon throw I've ever seen.
It feels weighty.
It's so weighty. It's like he starts swinging it around and he's like tilting off his axis, throws the axe, gets deflected. I'm like, well, that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
And then he does just a sick parkour sequence.
Yeah, where he's just
up
chasing
the windmill.
He's just chasing him down. Yeah.
That was great. I loved my first note is Fern becomes the moon.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
When she's literally so the Methode is battling against this like very traditional sword demon. We learn that Methode comes from a clan of people that like specifically trained to fight against devils, and like she's so outclassed as the demon that she's fighting that she's just like distracting them while she figures out the mist and like disperses it basically. And then we're learning this entire time that Fern's biggest advantage in combat is her like sneakiness and ability to like hide. And there's this sequence where after the mist disappears, he's like, well, like the demon who brought it in is like, oh, I'll just bring more of it back. And then he's like, where'd that girl go? And we see just a light across the water, and it's just Fern becoming the moon. She literally blows this dude in half with a shot.
No, I'm talking about when the other one who's fighting Methode turns around.
Yes.
Like, shot whizzes past her, and she's like, she's so far away. And you just see a shot of the moon, and then all of a sudden the moon gets a little bigger, and it's not the moon, it's Fern's blast.
Yeah. And she's just doing like ultra long. She's got a fucking scope on her.
Yeah.
Got a scope on her fucking staff from like a mile away.
Stock, has it against her shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was sick. I loved. There was a lot of great slow-mo against Methode.
That kick from Methode did something to me, dude. She's
where she like just barely misses.
Oh my god, dude! First off, who's ever drawn this shit? Big tummy guy, and as a big tummy guy myself,
I haven't noticed.
Oh, dude.
As a big tummy guy myself, I haven't noticed.
Dude, they're doing tummy physics correctly. There was like a very much a meme that came out of the Sword Devil fight where like the Sword Devil swings and then there's a close in pan on like a tummy with like it's like she like the Sword Devil's tummy and it's like the fold of her shirt and all that.
Chainsaw Man?
No, like the Sword Devil, the one that like gets the magical sword. Remember, like they were like, oh, people keep stealing our magical anti-devil sword.
Yes.
Yeah. And then like they have to kill the sword devil and get that sword back kind of thing.
Gotcha.
There's a sequence in there where they focus heavy on the tummy. But yes, Methode.
And that's a meme?
That's a meme, yes. Or it was like 4 weeks ago when it happened.
Right.
But Methode is just doing it for me, dog. God, I love that all the women in the show are of age. Oh, God, I love it. I love that all the hot, sexy women in this fucking show are very clearly drawn to be like 35 years old.
All Methode of them?
All Methode, Frieren, fucking...
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not really...
That's kind of the end of the list, if we're being entirely real.
It's a pretty chill anime.
Those are really the only women that I've seen, and I'm like, dog, yeah, absolutely.
Fucking, yeah, there's some great slow-mo in Methode's fight. I love when the demon, like, stabs at her hair, and her hair, like, it, like,
slices
splits
down the
through.
line there. It was a good stabbing episode. Dude, Ganao getting stabbed, juicy stab.
That was crazy. That, like, actually blew my socks off.
Yeah.
When he's, like, fucking, yeah, he fucking curves a knife at this little child, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
Ganao saves her, and then gets stabbed by the kid, and it's a demon.
And then he just, the second that it's revealed, he just dices her.
Yeah.
Like, literally just cuts in half, and she just fades away, and Revolt's like, you did good, as she dies.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Yeah, that was all great.
God, I love this fucking show, dude.
I didn't like when Stark and Ganao got stabbed through the stomach. That was too much. I was like, they should be dead.
They should be so dead. And
Yeah.
like, I get that Stark is a frontliner and that kind of thing. Ganao should die.
Ganao should die just like in general.
Yes.
I was like, I'm waiting for this dude's arc to be he dies.
I also wrote, like, the only thing that pissed me off about this episode was that Ganao survived.
Yeah.
And like, I get that he's a really interesting character, and like, I think it would have been cool. All right, now that I'm thinking about it for a second, right? So there's this big conversational point that kind wizards die. And like Syrie is talking about how Ganao's like former partner died, right?
Right.
And they're like, oh, in all like eras of history, kind wizards have always died early.
Right.
And the big thing is that like, oh, Ganao was kind of brought down over the course of this fight because of his kindness. Like Revolt probably would have died earlier if he didn't go to save the kid who ends up being a demon kind of thing. And so killing Ganao kind of hammers home that point. That like the second he showed kindness, he died kind of thing. And therefore you shouldn't show kindness because it leads to your death. So him surviving from like a subliminal kind of like storytelling standpoint is like, hey, listen, he survived being kind and therefore kind of turn this idea that a wizard can either survive or be kind on its head. Because like his supposed final act is we see him crawling over to Stark and bandaging him up, which saves his life, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Because Stark's a frontliner. We've seen him get stabbed before. He eats a slash because he knows his body's strong. But also like Ganao's sacrifice being like, oh, I'll give my life to save his is cool. I would have liked that. But at the same time, on a deeper level, it's like, oh, his kindness didn't kill him.
Yeah. I mean, it feels very Frieren to me for him to judge his friend for sacrificing his life and then to find out that like, oh, you know what? I'm okay dying thinking that I was rescuing a kid or dying rescuing Stark. Like that's a very Frieren twist of him being like, no, this is okay.
Yeah.
You know? And I guess he learns that, but he doesn't have to die learning it. Like, but yeah.
I'm assuming there's more for Ganao down the line.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I'm like, I like him because he's so moody and cynical, so I don't want him to come back not those things.
I can't imagine that he would. Like, that's the thing. Is like he was always moody and cynical, but he was doing, as long as we've known him as a character, he's done the right thing, right? Yeah. And so like that's kind of like where like it's like, oh, he'll always be moody and cynical, but at the same time, he has that aspect of him where when his when his feet are put to the fire, he's gonna do the right thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a great episode. I could see an argument for either Ganao dying or not dying, honestly, but either way, I had a fucking ton of fun with it. Should we talk about One Piece's live action?
So, how much did you watch?
I've seen the first 2 episodes.
Okay. I saw the first one.
And you just rewatched season 1.
And I just rewatched all of season 1. Yes.
Okay. Do you want to talk about any of season 1? Do you want to talk about what we talked about? Sanji's bullshit accent?
What the fuck accent is Sanji?
Listen, Taz Skylar, who is the actor for Sanji, is doing the fucking work. I think one of the coolest parts about the live action is that neither McIntyre or Taz Skylar is using stunt doubles. They are doing all of the flips, tricks, slashes themselves. They are doing the physical work. Boy, oh boy, do I not understand. So, because Taz Skylar, I think, is like Argentinian or something. He speaks Spanish.
I can't believe he's not French.
He is a Spanish-British actor. So he speaks Spanish. And then he's got like a British accent when he's like regularly speaking. And the accent is some weird combo of French.
He's like French Cockney.
Yeah, it's kind of all over the map here. But like I guess it kind of makes sense when you get a Spanish British guy playing a French character, because like Sanji's supposed to be French,
right?
That's the whole thing, and so like it is all over the place.
I wish his accent was like just actually French,
because that's it's
like
not,
more discernibly.
It's not a bad accent in that it's consistent. Whatever he's doing is consistent. I just don't know what the fuck it is. That's my thing. It is just a hodgepodge.
And then what's Robin's ethnicity in the?
She is supposed to be Spanish, I believe.
And she's like Russian in this, right?
Wait, hold up. Robin's ethnicity, One Piece. I got the fucking Nico Robin ethnicity is Russian. Never mind. Yeah. So Oda, a couple of SSBs a long time ago, somebody asked like, hey, if the One Piece, if the Straw Hats were in the real world, what would they be? And Luffy would be Brazilian. Sanji would be, Luffy's Brazilian.
No, that's not crazy. It just is hitting me that, well, no, I guess that doesn't make sense. Luffy Brazilian. That's crazy that Robin's Russian.
Yes.
'Cause hasn't he been sapping her melanin for arcs and arcs and arcs? She started off
she started off
dark-skinned,
substantially darker, and then everybody gets substantially lighter over the course of One Piece. Zoro started off very melanated,
then
then
ended
tan,
up,
and then Usopp is the worst out of all of them, because Usopp is supposed to be Egyptian, and so Usopp is definitely from the continent of Africa, has an afro kind of thing. This is something we'll talk about. You haven't gotten to Brook technically, but you know about what's happening with Brook. But yes, so there's been Oda has the inability to draw anybody even remotely melanated, and if he used to, he's lost it.
Yeah.
But yes, so technically Robin is Russian.
All right, no qualms then.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's anything on account of the fact that they live in the One Piece world.
Yeah,
but if they
whatever.
lived on Earth, they'd be X.
I thought Robin was French because she's always saying La Fleur.
She's saying, well, that's why I thought she was Spanish, because it's doce fleur.
Gotcha.
Which is all Spanish.
But yeah, Sanji's accent is hilarious to me.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, One Piece season 1 is pretty good.
Great.
I think the manga, obviously I like the manga more.
Yes.
I think it's funny no one has any qualms with how much swearing is in it. I think it's funny people rag on Has-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss when Buggy, most of his lines are how's it going, you dick goblin shitbirds?
Dude, he's
just a has-been character.
And
I like him.
You are 100% right, 100%. Because Buggy, there's a big, it's so funny, because in the manga, Buggy swears. And then in the anime, because of censorship, Buggy doesn't really swear. And then in the 4Kids dub, he definitely doesn't swear. And so it's we're now getting a raw, authentic version of Buggy that's a fucking dirty talking clown, basically. And it's a shock to people who are anime only, because they're this isn't what Buggy usually is like. Buggy's mean to Luffy, but he's not being what's up, fuck nozzle? Right. It's what are we doing, Bug? Yeah. But to me, the most unfortunate part about Buggy is the fact that he is the best actor they casted. Buggy, I don't know Buggy's actor's name. He should be, I don't know how we could fit him into the main cast. And in the early parts, in pre-time skip fucking One Piece, Buggy's a huge character.
Yeah.
He has me enthralled every single time I'm he can hold court when he has Luffy, when he's doing Luffy's when he's his lawyer, he's his lawyer, and he's got the powdered wig and the glasses, and he's doing all of it. He's sure, he's an asshole, and sure, he wrongs you and you and you, but does that mean we should execute him? Of course it does. And I'm I am enthralled by every single word he says, because he's actually, who he reminds me of?
Who?
Chris.
Our friend Barnett?
Our friend Chris Barnett.
Yeah.
Chris does I think he does he does a clown character very commonly, and it's almost the exact same performance. Yeah. And Chris is a very good actor. And so I'm oh, it is a real shame that the best actor they got is Buggy the Clown.
I also like Buggy. I think in terms of acting, who's doing the best acting?
Yes.
I ranked it in my head because it is I do feel there is some disparity.
There's bad actors. I'll tell you right now, it's not a Naki Godoy.
Okay.
Luffy.
I know who.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your opinion.
That's my opinion. Why are you afraid that we're not going to get Anaki Godoy on the podcast?
What do you mean?
I didn't. Do you like Anaki Godoy?
No, my joke is that. Wait, are you saying he's not good?
I'm saying he's not good.
Oh,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, Luffy's actor is not good. I like him.
I think he's charming.
Yes.
I enjoy watching him, and I can't tell if it's him because a lot of times I'm really into it, and I like really feel him as Luffy, and then other times I'm like, that's not like the way I would have told you to say that.
Not how I would have delivered that line in the slightest.
And I talked to our friend Daniel about it, and Daniel was like, well, he's doing like, he's a manga character, and he's like doing a very big theatrical performance.
Yes.
And I don't think that's it. Because I think like when I have issues with some of the delivery, I'm not like, oh, that's a bad line, or like, oh, that's too goofy. It's that I'm like, that doesn't feel like believable in the context of like the moment.
Gotcha.
Like the only time I was like, I don't think anyone could perform that is when Nami's cutting her tattoo and she's like, help me, Luffy. And he's like, of course I will. Of course I will. Of course I will. I'm like, no one can do that. Yeah. Like, I won't blame any actor for doing that.
There's no good way to deliver this. That like this works in anime. Yeah. It does not work in live action.
That's a moment where you can be like, oh, they're doing an anime thing. It's gonna be cheesy.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just some moments where I'm like, yeah, it doesn't feel like you're like, it feels like you're reading off lines. It doesn't feel like you're talking to her. But again, that being said, I enjoy watching him. It just feels like...
That's the thing. He's charismatic. He fits as Luffy. Yeah. Like, you're like, oh, I get it. I get that you're like Goofy Luffy, who's like... Goofy Luffy is like very much pre-time skip. Like, Luffy gets more serious post-time skip, but he's always got that goofy streak. And like, Anaki Godoy is perfect for that role. He looks like him, even in the way that like he acts, like when he's off camera, very goofy, very lovable. But like, well, one, English isn't his first language. And two, like, it's just like, yeah, some of the line deliveries, I'm just like, because that's like people do have that talking point where it's like, oh, well, then it's bad writing. Like, we should like try and like make the writing feel goofy for the context of the scene that we're writing, but at the same time, it's like, but it's working for everybody else.
Yeah, that's what I mean too. Yeah, it's like I don't have these qualms with like other actors, and they're also doing goofy shit. Yeah, and also the most impressive thing about the show is that the world is like batshit insane. Yes. Like I watch it with my mom and she's like, why do some people have like cat ears and some people's hair is green? Like, is it a status thing? And I'm like, no, that guy just has cat ears.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just like...
He's just born like that. It's like MHA.
Yeah, he's just...
Some people just get cat... You're from the cat tribe.
Yeah, I'm like, that guy's just a freak.
Yeah.
And it's... The most impressive thing about the show is that it's got this insane cartoon world, but it feels lived in, and it doesn't feel jarring or like cheap or fake.
Yeah.
And so it's not like I'm like, oh, it's too much of a cartoon. That's not the issue. I agree. It's like just some line deliveries are like stiffer than other actors.
Yeah, I mean, I said, like, personally, I said that this show does a good job of changing the dynamics between characters to better fit a live action model. So like, it's like the interactions in the Straw Hat crew are less goofy. Like, it's not like Zoro and Sanji are like, fuck you. But like in the anime, they're like, like it's like they're like butting heads, and it's like Moss head, it's like, and so like it's very much like Zoro is already kind of in his, like Zoro gets much more serious in the post-time skip era and kind of loses like not only his melanin but also his humor, and like there's like sequences in Skypia where Zoro's like swinging around on vines and he's like like he's doing like Tarzan shit, and it's a lot of fun, and they're kind of getting rid of a lot of that. And so the humor, there's less humor, ironically, like in the live action than there is in the anime or the manga adaptations. Like, I would say this is the least funny adaptation of One Piece in that, like, one, a lot of the humor doesn't translate well to a live action model, and two, because a lot of the humor would just be inherently expensive. Like Luffy fights fucking Laboon. Like, that's how there's like a conflict resolution, is that Luffy, like, it's not like, oh, we keep sedating Laboon, because one, there's a lot of changes in this episode. Like, fucking the
I haven't seen two.
Yeah. So you haven't even gotten to Laboon yet. But like there's a couple of big changes from like one, like we need to make this make more sense for a live action model, and two, like unfortunately doing a lot of things that we would need to do to make this actually pan out in an anime sense are just absurdly expensive. Yeah. And so yeah, there is that. We're only talking Lodge Town. Oh, and that's what I said. Nami is more of a big sister to Luffy in the live action than she is in the anime. Like, Nami is very much, like, in charge on this ship, and, like, that's always kind of the case. But, like, also, like, Sanji's in love with Nami, but it's not as, like, perverted, right? So he's, like, he's got, like, his arm around her, and he's cooking for her, but he's not like, Nami Swan, what do you need? He's, like, in the beginning, when they're, like, choosing to go to Logetown, he's like, I'm cooking, what do you want specifically, Nami? So, like,
it's more
like,
charming.
Exactly, a lot of things are being changed. Not in a bad way, but in a way that fits the model well, and it feels like Inoki Godoy specifically isn't getting those changes.
Wasn't changed?
Like, he's not getting those changes, yes.
I think that's okay. I like how Luffy's written. I agree. I think the biggest change, other than, like, Sanji's pervertedness, but that's okay, is Zoro. Like, Zoro is way quieter and way, like, he's obviously, like, a chill, like, laid-back dude in the manga. But he's, like, chatty. Like, he talks a lot, and he, like, he's running bits.
He's very funny in the beginning.
Yeah, and I do wish they let, what's his name, Makinu?
Makinu, yeah.
I wish they let him open up a little, and they seem to a bit in Logetown.
Well, he's like a very quiet guy usually as well. So I was like, is this Makinu?
Yeah.
Like, is his range not including the silliness of Zoro, or are we trying to like just like dampen down Zoro as a character because it translates to a live model better?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but I want to say just real quick, wrapping up like season 1.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about acting, and I do want to like praise the actors that I think are like doing the best.
Yeah.
I genuinely think, in ranking of like who the best acting capabilities are, in good faith, this isn't like, I've gotten more conscious of being like saying a mean thing about a real human being.
Oh, real human being, of course,
So like,
that's why our caveat is like, hey, we don't think Inoki Godoy is giving the best performance, but like, fuck, does he fit the role of Luffy?
Yeah, like we enjoy it, and he's doing better than I would be as
100%.
Luffy.
Yeah.
But like, I genuinely think Emily Rudd is doing the best performance.
100%, yes.
And then followed by...
She's the best Nami. In terms of the best action heroes, it's Taz and Makinu.
Oh, I mean, in terms of the kicks and punches, it's Makinu, like, hands down.
Yeah,
But
or
in terms
Taz.
of, like, actors, I think Makinu's... They gave him... Episode 1 has a spectacular fight in a bar.
Yeah.
And there's never a fight as good as that in the whole show.
That's very fair. But like Makinu's also like, he was a common writer. Like dude, Makinu was a common writer 10 years ago.
That's hype.
And he was in the Rurouni Kenshin live action. He comes from a historic martial arts Japanese acting family. So like that's been in his bag for a while. I give a lot of props to Taz because like Taz learned how to cook. He learned he learned kickboxing. Like he learned a lot of shit for his role as fucking as Sanji.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's in terms of like acting capability. I think Emily Rudd's doing the best for me.
Yeah.
And then probably Buggy, I agree. Buggy's really good. And then I like Usopp. I think Usopp's good. I think
he's
that
the
actor,
best out of the Straw Hats in terms of raw acting ability, I'd say.
I think he struggles.
Jacob, I think his name is.
To be Usopp. In terms, like when he's being cowardly.
Yeah.
I think he struggles there. And when he's just being like charming Usopp and like doing the like, I killed like 400 of those
when he's on
already.
when he's on the transponder
When he's
sale.
on a snail phone.
Yeah.
He's like, and then I fucking rocked whatever. That's all great. But when he's like, I don't know. What should we do? I'm like, I feel like this guy hasn't been scared a day in his life.
The opening sequence where he's like, no, I don't want to go to Logetown does definitely fall a little flat from like an acting perspective for sure.
But yeah, I think otherwise.
Oh, also shout out to Alvida's actress. Alvida's actress, so she gets a slip fruit in the anime and the manga, and that causes all of like her weight to slip off her. And so the actress like went in like substantially heavier into season 1, and then like real life they didn't cast the new Victoria's Secret model kind of thing. She actually just lost a shit ton of weight, like full on transformation, and like came into season 2 substantially like skinnier.
Yeah, I thought that. So let's officially talk about episode 1 of season 2.
Yes.
I thought that was interesting because I really was wondering what they would do about that.
Yes.
'Cause in the manga, it's like offensive.
Oh,
where she's like, this like.
She looks like Big Mom when we first meet her, and then she looks like every other Oda female creation by the time she gets slip fruit.
Yeah, she's like ridiculously sexualized. And I was like, what are they gonna do about this? And yeah, she does look different, but they don't address it, which is interesting. So yeah, I thought that
They
was
also
a good way to go
that,
about
but
it.
her whole fight is very silly. It's like very fucking like she's like I'm the slip. I got the slip fruit, and they like pull off her shoes and then like kick her, and she does like a mock. She's mocky sliding around, where it's like she's just like not propelling herself at all, but she's just sliding.
I thought it was sick as hell. I
Yeah.
really liked her fight.
It's sick doesn't mean it's not silly.
Yeah, I wrote like my first note of this season was like, it was. Oh, I guess gone forever. Oh, they made Alvida sick. Could use a little more budget. Her just sliding around and like whacking at him was so cool. And I was like, I don't know if this were like shot with like a movie's budget.
Yeah.
This would be like even cooler, but 100%. I appreciate what they're doing here. Then when they knock her shoes off and like do the sneeze thing, I was like, that was sick as hell.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Classic One Piece goodness. They also introduced Bartolomeo so early. So they're like the rooster guy with the green hair. That's Bartolomeo. Yeah. In the dub of the anime, which is how I watched the first 900 episodes, he is deeply New Jersey. Like he's like, I'm Bartolomeo. I fucking love Luffy.
Yeah, look at him.
And dude, it's like he has no eyebrows, which is jarring in live action. You don't realize it in the anime that he has no eyebrows, and they do it in real life, and they're like, oh shit, that's awful. But then he didn't have a New Jersey accent, and I got really I was actually legitimately upset about that.
It is a bummer for sure.
Because he looks like he should be from Jersey. And I know for a fact everybody can do a Jersey accent. Yeah. Slap a grungly little fucking Jersey accent on this guy.
Yeah, I agree. I don't love that you can't read alongside this live action.
What do you mean?
Like, if you're like, oh, season 1's coming out, I'm gonna watch season 1 and then I'll like read up till season 2.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. If you're like, I'm gonna read through Arlong Park and then watch the anime.
Yeah.
You can't do that because this constantly spoils shit.
What do you mean? Oh,
I didn't know Garp was Luffy's grandfather.
You didn't know Garp was
You don't learn that until like Water 7.
You don't learn that until Garp was Luffy's. Wait, no, what? You know that. You know that early.
I looked it up.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't remember if I knew that or not.
Oh, and you learn it in Water 7?
Here.
Wow. No, I'm not doubting you because I'm trying to think on how the story starts, and it's just Luffy hanging out. No, you're 100% right because the first connection that we see.
It says in One Piece anime, it is revealed that Marine Vice Admiral Monkey D. Garp is Luffy's grandfather in episode 314.
Yeah.
In Ennie's lobby.
Wow. Yeah. No, Ennie's lobby is after Water 7. Yeah. Because the story starts with him like in his relationship with Shanks, not his relationship with Garp. Yeah. Like you get a little bit of like his relationship with the old big woman who raised him, and then Shanks, and that's it. Yeah. Garp like is kind of an enigmatic character of like ridiculous strength who's just like seemingly obsessed with Luffy. He's got like his old dog hat on and everything. Yeah. How did they reveal it in the anime? Was it when he was talking to Roger?
I don't know. I'm not there.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I mean in the live action. How'd they relieve it
in the live action, they're sailing away from the Marines in like episode 2.
Yeah.
And Luffy looks at Garp and he's like, grandfather?
Oh, you're right. Well, also they introduce Sabo, and I think it's either episode 1 or 2. Like Sabo's shown in the background as a part of the Revolutionary Army. Brook is shown while he's still alive, which is not something that happens at the anime.
That's what I'm saying. I alerted you to this because I saw images of Brook in this, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know. Like, I thought I'd be safe watching this because I wouldn't have to worry about it until they get to, like, Skypiea in the live action.
Yeah. Oh, Brook doesn't come in until Thriller Bark. It's, like, episode 380.
Well, what I mean, I didn't think I'd have to, like, move my manga needle until they caught up to me. Mm-hmm. But it's like, it doesn't matter where you are as long as you haven't finished all of it. You could still get spoiled on shit.
It is funny because it's kind of revisionist history. Like Oda's using the live action because like we get Laboon's backstory, right? Like when we were first introduced to Laboon at like Reverse, like the end of Reverse Mountain kind of thing. And like Brook's crew does meet Laboon. We know that, but we don't know that. Like, we get introduced to that part of his backstory, and then when Brook gets introduced, it's like, oh, yeah, by the way, Brook was there as well. And so, like, now he's like, oh, yeah, Brook was always there from a storytelling perspective, just to, like, kind of, like, cover up his tracks. Mm-hmm. And, like, that's a good Easter egg for people who have seen it and read it. But for you, who, like, you're not all the way up, you're like, who the fuck is Brook?
Yeah.
It is very funny. And the same thing happens with Sabo. And I guess they didn't reveal who Luffy's father was, but you were texting me, your feelings about who Luffy's father was.
They keep heavily implying that it's Goldie Roger.
Yes.
So
they're like, like I haven't seen somebody smile or laugh like that in the face of death since Goldie Roger.
Yeah, they keep being like, it's a lot of instances like that where they'll be like, I haven't seen this since, and then it'll like flash back to Goldie Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah, this episode.
I just can't believe they did Logetown in one goddamn episode.
I liked it.
I
thought
also,
this episode was like better than season 1.
Dude, I'm watching Logetown over the course of 45 minutes, and I was like, I feel as though we have missed nothing. Like I was like,
they just go shopping. So
I was gonna say, Logetown should have been 40. Logetown could have been 2 episodes. That's what made me realize. Like the anime could have fit Logetown into 2 episodes because they miss not a goddamn thing. The only thing they skip is buggy balls. Like it's like in the anime and the manga, they're like, these are our buggy balls. It's the most powerful cannonball ever made.
Yeah.
8 episodes.
The only other thing they miss is like they really hammer in that like a storm be coming in the manga. And in this, Nami is like, oh, a storm's coming. But then when lightning strikes Luffy, I'm like, where the fuck did that come from? And I have to like remember. It's like really, the storm's like really prevalent in the manga.
And we get the reveal of Dragon.
Well,
what?
They don't say it.
They don't say Dragon's name?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they show Dragon.
No, I know, but I don't know that.
That character's name is Dragon?
I only know that because I wasn't going to say this, but the other day, because I kept getting pissed off at the Luffy spoilers.
Okay.
Or at like the show spoiling shit. I was like, are they just flat out telling me that Goldie Roger is his dad?
Is Luffy's dad,
And I was like, who's Luffy's dad? And
you
then,
Googled who's Luffy's dad? Why?
You were about to spoil it for me anyway now.
I didn't. What do you mean? I just said a guy's name is Dragon.
Well.
How does that spoil who Luffy's father is?
You were getting there.
That is as far as I was. I could have said his full name.
Yeah.
I could have said his full name, which would have spoiled it.
I was waiting for it.
I didn't. That's why I said Dragon.
But anyway, I Googled it.
I could have called him Monkey D. Raggin. That would have spoiled it.
I don't feel like it spoiled anything for me though, thankfully, because I'm like, well, I don't really know who this is anyway. It'd only be a spoiler if like it was Buggy.
Fair. Yeah, I was like, trying to think of a different name for Buggy. I'm like, Buggy D Clown. So I just can't believe that we got Sabo revealed before Ace.
I have no idea who Sabo is.
He was the fucking, and that thing is kind of an Easter egg for like those who know. It's gone. But yeah, no, I thought the episode was fantastic. I think Captain Smoker, his smoke effect looks awesome.
He looked so good.
Dude, when it was like doing his extendo arms and Luffy's punching through him, that smoke effect looked perfect.
Yeah,
like perfect. Also, his whole design, he makes smoking 2 cigars look easy.
Yeah, it looks feasible.
Yeah, it's so cool because I know it's a practical, like they're definitely doing it with like a vape or something, right? But like the practical effect, like when he pulls on it, like it lights up kind of thing, and like it doesn't look too big. I also thought that what's his sword? Kawina? Is that her name?
I don't know.
I don't remember her name, but her story was awesome. The Zoro moment of him throwing the sword in the air and not getting his sword cut off was sick. All I wanted though was like 45 minutes of Mac and you trying to get that sword out of the floorboards because it goes like halfway in.
Yeah, and then he pulls it out and then his arm falls off.
Yeah. It was barely on there, please.
How'd you feel about Robin's like borderline horror scene in the beginning?
Dude, they did. First off, you will never hear me saying that the casting for the show is not anything less than incredible. Because the cat
visually,
she looks perfect. She looks perfect. That sequence of her just pointing guns at their heads and pulling the triggers, awesome. The CGI looks great.
Yeah, Robin's such a cool character with the coolest fruit.
Yeah.
I loved her theme music. It was like so ominous and spooky.
Yeah.
Just walking through this hallway and people are shooting each other and getting stabbed. I wish, and maybe it will come up in Alabasta.
What? Oh,
is that what it's called?
What, Alabasta?
Yeah. She doesn't.
Well, yeah, that's a big arc for her. Like Crocodile.
She does a move where she summons like 4 arms on your back. 2 of them grab your chin, and the other 2 grab your thighs, and they just snap your spine. in half.
Dude! Yeah, eventually,
I wanted her to do something.
Eventually, she just starts snapping people's necks with her hands. It's awesome.
So cool. It's such an unbelievable power.
Wait until she busts out Big Feet, the move. Which just makes gigantic feet and stomps people to death.
It's crazy.
Oh, it's great.
I love Mr. 3.
Oh, yeah.
He
one
of my favorites.
Revealed yet in episode 1.
No, fuck. I keep getting it wrong. The dude with the bomb boogers.
Oh, I think it's Mr. 7 got killed by Zoro. Yeah. No, Mr. 9 got killed by Zoro. I think he is Mr. 7 or Mr. 5 or something. He's some odd number.
That guy. I like him.
He's basically, if I had a nickel for every single time this week that we got introduced to a character whose body parts could explode, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice.
Yeah.
Because both him and Iori coming out in the same like week is wild.
Yeah.
Because Iori's just pulling out teeth and fucking dude, Iori's teeth eye combo move where he blows up his tooth to propel his eye. Awesome. That was an awesome move.
It was horrifying.
It was terrible.
It's the worst curse technique.
Welcome to fucking Iori, dude. It's not fun to watch.
How do you feel this compares to season 1 from what you remember?
Good. It's like season 1. Season 1 was obviously like you get some really good arcs in there, but there's also some not so good arcs in there. Like season 1, they fit like 60 or so episodes in 8 episodes. So they get like Arlong Park done in like an episode and a half. But like we also have like I think like a whole episode was dedicated to fucking Usopp's Island, which is not a fun arc at all.
Yeah, the Usopp one's really slow.
They literally just have to do it to get the going merry. That's the entire reason they need to do it. Baratier is a good time.
Yeah, but he doesn't fight fucking whoever.
You wanted Dawn Krieg.
I wanted Dawn Krieg. I want him punching a big cloak of spikes.
A big old fucking metal spike shield. Yeah. That I can't figure it out.
No,
but then,
instead they fast-tracked Arlong. They brought Arlong to fucking
which is that's better to me than Dawn Krieg, who somehow sailed across the fucking comm belt. But yeah, so I'm a big fan of it. I think episode 2 was also really fun, but they change a lot about Laboon's story, which is kind of fun, kind of interesting. Once again, feels like they're trying to save money for like a specific reason, but yeah. Very excited to talk about. We're going to do episode a week. Is that our plan here?
We could, or we could watch a bunch this week.
It's up to you.
We'll see. Invincible, we got to watch 3 episodes of. That's about to come out. So it's like 3 hours of Invincible.
Yes. But that brings us to our best boy / news section. Sure. Do you have any news or best boy?
Kyrie, who's the Gachiakata manga. Okay. What's her name?
Kie Irana.
Kie Irana has just been in hot water for like a month and a half.
Okay, hold up. I don't even like this being phrased as Kie Irana being put in hot water. I don't, because listen, you do the story.
Okay. You know what it is?
Kind of, but go off. The viewers may not.
She's not like in real hot water. She's the victim of this, I'd say.
100%.
Because people keep bringing her, I guess probably at conventions and shit.
Yeah.
People keep bringing her like OCs, like written in the Gachiakata design.
Yep.
Which I'm okay with. Whatever. That's not as egregious. But people are going up to her and being like, what do you think of this ship? What do you think of this pairing? And this and that. And she's like, you know what? Like, I can't talk on that because, like, if she says anything, she's like, I like that ship. Then one, if it's like a minor and adult, like it will happen in anime, she'll get in hot water.
Of course.
Or 2, if she's like, oh, I love the idea of fucking Zonka and who's the girl with the scissors?
Fuck. God damn it. Ron something? I don't know.
Anyway,
once I stop watching the anime, the names go.
I know. Anyway, if she's like, oh, I love the idea of X character and Z character.
The main character's name. Rudo. Got it.
I love the idea of character X and character Z being in a ship. And people will think that's either confirming it or then later down the line
it'll happen because she likes it. Yeah.
Or people are getting mad at her and being like, oh, why don't you like this ship? So she's like, I confirm this one. And people are like, well, Zonka should be with Rudo or whatever, you know? But she's been receiving backlash for being like, hey, don't ask me about your ships. I don't care. I'm working on the actual thing.
Yeah.
And people are like getting all pissed about that.
Her basic phrasing was like, it's just so hard for me to like care or like feel as though I should care about these like non-real things that happen when I'm working on the real thing, and you tell me you want the real thing, and then she's getting oppositional about it where she's like, you all telling me you want this thing, you won't have it any other way, makes me not want to do it.
Yeah, and which makes sense.
This is a problem that the mangaka of My Hero Academia had, where it was like they were getting death threats because they weren't getting the ships like Bakugo and Deku didn't end up together or something like that, so they would get death threats and they'd be like, if you don't do this, I'll kill myself or something like that. Yeah. And like that's like the exact kind of thing where it's like, hey, it's their story. Just because you like it or you're impassioned about certain characters being together, or it's not even all just ships. It's like, oh, this should happen to this character. Yeah. You should write it this way. Fucking don't tell an author how to write their story. Yeah. Like the reason you like certain things made by certain creatives is because they're using their minds to make it. The reason you like Danny's content, the reason you like my content is because we have brain chemistry that allows us to make content that for some reason you enjoy. If you told Danny, you should react like this, you should want this ship, you should want that, if they just slowly but surely morphed Danny down to whatever image you wanted, at the end of the day, unfortunately, may not be the same reaction content you actually enjoy.
Yeah, it's not the thing you like anymore. And then also, if you're like telling someone, oh, like this should happen, they're gonna be compelled to not do that because they want to surprise people.
Yeah.
And so they're like, oh, everyone's telling me, Naruto should kill Remlin or whatever.
Yeah.
And I had that planned out. I don't want to do it because everyone's expecting it.
Exactly. I now have to I'm trying to have a big shock moment. And if you all see it coming, it means nothing anymore.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, it's fair game for everyone to like discuss online and stuff.
Yeah.
This, like, what she's talking about is just like people like bombarding her DMs, going up to her at cons, shoving their ships in her face, and being like really hostile when she like doesn't respond about the ship or like, doesn't want to make a comment about it.
Yeah.
It's like, relax. Everybody, just consume the thing you like and then talk about it with your friends or chat rooms.
There is AO3, Discord, Wattpad. Write your fanfic somewhere. Millions of people will love it. You do not need to bring it to the author and be like, hey, I wrote a thing based off your thing. Do you like it? Not at all in their obligation to like it or even interact with it.
So that's my news. It's just, I've been hearing about it for like weeks and weeks.
Also going to be my news.
Best Boys AEW?
Best Boys, absolutely. AEW and Ricochet. Shout the goddamn out. And I guess Matt, who hooked us up with everything, fucking incredible experience. Incredible experience. I'm into wrestling now. I might go to every wrestling event that is in LA. That is, dude, AEW wants us to go to a bunch of these events. They have I'm in Australia. They fly us out to Australia. I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll use the AEW as an excuse to see fucking Sydney for the first time, dude. Oh my God. Get us in. AEW, let us wrestle. We've done it before. We'll do it again. And we did a good ass job.
Yeah, I'll die doing it.
Oh my God, I'll die doing it. Dying in the ring?
Yeah,
hell yeah, dude. Awesome. Carry me out. Tap me, but I do want to be tapped. Keep the kayfabe. If I'm dead, I want people to treat me I want people to be like, oh my God, he died. And then everyone expects me to come back to life. But in actuality, I get cremated the next week,
Yeah, right.
And then you bring my ashes out and blow them into Ricochet's eyes. Yeah. That's how I want to go. All right, that brings us to everyone's favorite segment of the podcast, Love Letters, where me and Danny ask the live audience watching us a question that I answer here live on the podcast. So if you want to get the podcast 2 days early or get 2 hours of additional Nick and Danny content, plus all of the fun Patreon exclusive bits that we do, like our Zootopia readings, you can become a member of the Patreon for $4.99 a month. Got a bunch of friends over there, and we're trying to give them as much exclusive content as possible. Daniel, you want to get a question for me? Sir Knight asked, if you had to choose a wrestling persona based off your co-host personality, what would it be and why?
There's a character in Steven Universe.
Okay.
Or at one point in Steven Universe.
You're right, I am Garnet. You're right. Oh, I've always felt that deep in my soul.
That's where I was going with this. Anyway, good night, everybody.
Boom, that's all we got.
In Steven Universe.
Fuck, you missed the Costco guys.
Oh,
the Costco guys came out and they did 5 big slaps. It was awesome.
In Steven Universe, Steven does amateur wrestling under the persona Tiger Millionaire. Look up Tiger Millionaire. It's basically
Wasn't there a TV show about a tiger luchador? LT Gray?
You're damn right.
Yeah.
Tiger Millionaire is basically just Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. He's got a giant 90s cell phone. That's you.
This is me right here.
You'd be going around being in a tag team match, you'd be cheering at the other partner and being like, hey, I'll give you $200,000 to throw the match. And they'd have to really think about it. That's your whole bit. You're just throwing money at matches. You drive in on a Bentley, Snoop Dogg's in the passenger seat.
Danny?
Yeah.
That is the exact persona I made for myself last night.
Yeah, I know, obviously. Your whole personality is I have money.
The entire...
Look at you and your pearls and chains and pearls and chains.
Oh, first off, all of these were made by my lovely fiance. How dare you? Anyways, I literally thought last night when I was trying to think up a wrestling event where it was wrestlers versus content creators, and I was going to be the annoying content creator, And so I was gonna be like basically like a Vince McMahon without all the really bad things about Vince McMahon, but like a selfie stick. And I was gonna do one where I basically I do a nut shot on somebody, and then like I pull out like a selfie stick and I take a selfie with it, and then I beat them with the selfie stick.
They're like just Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat.
Literally, like that's kind of what I was going for. And then I was also gonna like have like a wad of cash kind of thing where I'd be like, oh, like the content creator who gives me whatever like head of this wrestler wins, and then like a wrestler was gonna like pull out my feet and take the money kind of thing. That is literally exactly what I planned. I was like mega minding a wrestling event where I was like the Vince McMahon, and I was like, because that's kind of what you want to do. You want to create like the rich heel who's at the top of it. You would be like, I guess like the best way to describe it, like a mix of Jungle Boy meets like some new metal character, right? Like you would be like Chris Angel almost. Like you'd be the one who would like float into the rink, all that, like all like wiry and all of that, and you would come into some new metal song, and everyone would like you'd grow your hair out nice and long, kind of thing. And yeah, you would just be like the new metal, like real scrappy underdog who like possibly like pulls like chains out from under like the rink and like uses some kind of thing. You'd be like a real ankle biter.
I like the idea of all that's accurate entirely. Yeah. I like the idea of being like a hack of Vegas magician wrestler.
That's good.
I'm doing like what's your card kind of shit.
And then like in the cards, there's like knuckles. Yeah. Hollowed out knuckles.
You know what someone should do?
What?
Someone should do like a Shazam type wrestler where they like take a shot of something and then like the lights
way
flicker
bigger
out,
version comes
and then,
out?
Yeah, and then a different guy comes out and he's bigger.
Who's bigger, you? That's the real question.
Christian Cole from House of the Dragon.
Christian Cole. Oh, the guy, but
the one who was banging
the one who was banging the queen.
Yeah.
Christian Cole. Christian Cole. Yeah. Oh, this works.
Yeah.
Oh, this works. And he's already an actor?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Yeah, dude. You just like, you're like, you know what I was thinking of for you? I was thinking of like an Odysseus play where you're like a Roman soldier.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I was like, you're like some Greek or Roman soldier, and you have like paulders and all of that, and like the like the classic like the stringy like the sandals that go up to like your knee. Yeah. That's what I thought for you. I was like, you're gonna be like a Greco-Roman soldier.
If we did like a content creator one, I would have to be Odysseus 100%. For sure. But yeah, if we like,
and you come in on like a boat. You come
I come in a horse.
Yeah, you come in literally. Oh, dude, I'm pushing it in as the content, like as like the heel, and I'm like here, a present for you, the wrestlers, and then you come out like in the middle of like a 3v3 tag team.
That'd be hype. If you put this together, my contribution, like with the boxing match, where my contribution was getting big, my contribution would be building a me-sized horse that I could get out of.
It's like 6 months in, you're like, please, I had to learn carpentry. I'm like,
bust
sorry.
out of it. I'm like covered in splinters and like bleeding.
And wood glue. You're like, it's mostly duct tape in there.
Yeah, you like look inside. It's like an Iron Maiden with how many nails and shit are in it.
I didn't think about sitting in there. I thought about the exterior.
Yeah, you're like, here comes the gift. Don't move it.
You with the coyote poop. You're like, please, orientation is important. Oh, well, that's all we got, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Chicken, for another week of Otakus Anonymous. We love you guys so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the